And then bam. All right, what's up, ninjas? Let me switch this shit over. Yep. And then yeah, it always does this shit. Bam. All right, we good. Okay. I think we're live. I think we're live, guys. I think we're live.
Yeah.
We're here at LaGuardia Airport. Give me ones in the chat. Give me O/ in the chat if you guys can hear me. I'm monitoring on YouTube. And Chad's doing me a favor. He's monitoring from back over there. Are we laggy?
I just got better.
It got better?
Just got straight.
Okay. We should be good here, chat. It's pixelated?
It'll get better.
Yeah, it should get better, guys. It should get better. Give me O/ if the audio and the video is good. Give me O/ if the audio and the video is good, chat. Give me O/ if the audio and video is good. It should improve, but we doing an airport stream. We got into like the business suite here. Hopefully the internet should improve here shortly for you guys. Give me O/ if everything is good, guys. Okay, I see O/. I see O/. Good, good, good. And just so y'all know why the audio. Look, Chuck, look at this. I'll walk over here. You guys should still be able to hear me. You guys should still be able to hear me. All right, the audio should be good. You guys should still be able to hear me fine. No?
Nah, is there a setting in here for to change the audio input?
What they're saying now they can't hear me?
When you walked away.
They didn't hear me still?
No, they can still hear you. I think it's coming from the phone because it didn't light up when you were over there.
It didn't light up when I was over there?
Yeah.
I think maybe that's
change the audio input.
Here, let me look here. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, they can still hear me. They're good.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Well, her audio controls right here. I found it. Yeah. Yeah, you should be good.
Yeah, they said we can hear.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that meant that even when I walked over there, they were able to hear me. That's how I test the thing, because I got this new Rode mic, guys, that I got plugged into the phone right now. So,
yeah,
all right, audio's good. All right, okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. I apologize. I know it's not the best of the best quality, but you know it's good enough, right? So you guys should be able to see me to a degree and see what's going on. So, and I'm monitoring the chat here. Chad's also monitoring the chat as well. He's looking at the Rumble rants and everything else like that come in. So, shout out to all you ninjas. Man, I gotta put the screen lock on. And guys, I'm going back to Miami today. Thank God. Bro, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. This shit is trash. New York City is trash. So, all right, cool. And we're centered on the camera, right?
Yeah.
We're not crooked or whatever.
No, I mean,
because I'm like looking at the.
it's a little bit right here.
Because I'm like looking at the ceiling and shit.
That's better.
Okay.
You center. You good?
All right, cool. All right, guys, welcome to the stream, man. Like the video on your way in, guys. Yeah, just zoom in on it. That's probably the better way to do it. Exactly. Yeah, good job zooming in. Shout out to Chad in the back helping me out with this stuff. Yeah, so guys, we're gonna be talking about Kid Cudi testified today against your boy Diddy. He came into court. Also, there was a bunch of other witnesses that came in. We finished up the cross-examination by George Kaplan, who was one of Diddy's assistant. Kid Cudi came in. They also had another witness come in. Her name, what was her name? Brian Steele came in too?
Yeah. Well, he examined Kid Cudi, I believe.
Oh yeah, Brian Steele. Yeah, he crossed. Oh my God. Yeah. And then we also had Mylah Morales, and we had Joshua Croft, HSI special agent with CFA. So we have 3 witnesses to go over today. Actually 4, 3 or 4. So and then also we're going to talk about those 2 Israelis that were killed in Washington D.C. as well, guys. So all right, so I'm here at the airport, man. I'm here with Chad. He came out here with me, bro. We've got a suite here, business thing, whatever, so that we can go ahead and stream this thing in better quality for you guys. We're actually on time at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go to Miami, guys, today. My flight's not till like 7:50 though. So I'm gonna jump on that plane get back to Miami. We're gonna have a subathon for you guys tomorrow. There's gonna be no trial tomorrow, guys, because it's Memorial Day. I completely forgot that it's Memorial Day weekend. And then Monday they're not gonna go to trial either. But most of the witnesses are gone at this point, man. They've covered like I think like what 14 witnesses now?
Yeah, something like 14, 15.
Yeah. So here, take this mic, bro, so they can.
They didn't really have too many left.
Yeah.
Witnesses left.
Yeah, they don't. Here, take this just in case so they can hear you in the background.
Yeah.
They won't see you, but they can hear you.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think here. Let's go through the witnesses. They had officer. Now y'all should be able to hear Chad good because I'm looking at the thing here with the mic.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's magnetic. Yeah, so you're good.
Good.
Or you can clip it, either or. So they had Officer Flores. Then they had the stripper, Phillips / the escort.
Yep.
Then they had Cassie. Then they had Agent Vinda. Then they had who was after Agent Vinda?
Agent Vinda came up, and that was last week, right?
Yeah.
Damn,
am I gonna really have to go through this? Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember after Agent. That was last week, and then Monday.
We're like at like 12 or 13 now at this point, man.
New York word to my mother. That's funny.
Yeah, so they had the security guard, then Daniel Phillips. That's 2. Then they got Cassie. She's witness 3. After Cassie was, because she went for multiple days. Cassie went for a long time. That's why I'm turning all these pages. She went for a minute. Cassie was witness number 3. She spent the most time by far. Bear with me, chat. I want to make sure we get all these witnesses in because there were so many, man. Oh my God. She had so much testimony. I'm like going through the notes. Yeah. So day 5, they finally cross-examined her. Yeah, okay.
And then it was Danity Kane chick.
Yeah, so
right.
Hold on.
Or someone in between her.
We're gonna get this correct because okay. So after Cassie, it was okay. So it was Officer Flores. He was the guy. He was the security guard for Intercontinental Hotel. Then it was Phillips, the stripper / escort. Then it was Cassie. Witness 4 was Yasin Binda, HSI Special Agent of 5 years. She ran a search warrant for New York. Then was Dawn Richard, witness 5. After Dawn Richard, witness 5, we got witness 6, who's going to be Carrie Morgan, Cassie's best friend. Witness number 6 is Carrie Morgan. Witness 7 is David James. Witness 7. That was Diddy's assistant, the funny guy. Okay?
Yeah.
He's witness 7, David James. After David James, witness 8 is Regina Ventura. That was Cassie's mom. Witness 8. After witness 8 was Sheree Hayes. Witness 9.
Yeah, he was a stripper.
He was the stripper. He was Meat Man.
Confused.
Witness 9.
That's Freezer Meat.
Yep, Freezer Meat. Sheree Hayes, aka the Punisher. Witness 9.
The Punisher. Freezer Meat Punisher.
Yep. And then 10, witness 10 was Gerard Gannon, Special Agent Gerard Gannon. Let me just double check that. Yeah, witness 10 was Special Agent Gerard Gannon. He ran the search warrant in Miami. He was witness 10. Witness 11, Dawn Hughes, a psychiatrist
Yep.
that we covered yesterday. After Dawn Hughes, she was 11. George Kaplan, 12. After George Kaplan, we got, he was also an assistant. Witness 13, who's going to be Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi is witness 13.
Damn, it's around 14.
And then witness 14,
It's around 15, actually.
witness 14 is Mylah Morales, witness 14. And then witness 15, Frederick Zemmour. That's the guy that worked for the hotel. And then witness 16 is Joshua Croft.
Yep, so they almost out.
Bro, how many witnesses? I think they only got one witness left, chat.
Yeah.
So we just went through it, guys. Those are the 16 witnesses right there. Okay? Because I completely forgot. We went over Frederick Seymour, guys. He worked for Beverly Hills Hotel. So we're at witness 16. We just finished Brian Croft today. Or Joshua Croft. He was a certified forensic agent for HSI. So 3 HSI agents have testified so far. So yeah, dude, that means that they got one more witness left, the government. Because I was told the government has 17 witnesses. You know what that means? Next week is going to be Mia. The woman that the unnamed woman. So for you guys that are wondering, this witness that's supposed to testify, she met Diddy in 2020. They had a sexual relationship. Diddy did freak offs with her as well, just like Cassie. She was being used and abused for these freak offs, so she claimed. Same thing as Cassie. She wanted a serious relationship, never got it, and she felt like she was being used. Diddy was paying for all of her stuff, and they ended up breaking up or whatever, and now she's involved in this criminal investigation against Diddy. So I think she's going to be the main witness, and she's going to be the one that's going to take like 3 to 4 days of testimony. Because Cassie, bro, I just realized Cassie testified for like 4 days. 4 to 5 days she testified. So yeah, this is going to be crazy, chat. Guys, do me a favor. Like the video for me, guys. We got 1.5K you guys watching on YouTube. We got another 400 plus of you guys on Rumble. We're also live on X. Let me go ahead and pin the live stream on X. We got that airport stream.
It could be Lori Harvey or Young Miami.
No, I don't think they're witnesses on the list unless they bring them in last second.
That's who Mia could be, I'm saying. Because that's not her real name.
No, but she's a private citizen.
Oh,
she's not a celebrity.
They're not a private citizen.
She's a regular chick.
A regular chick?
That's why they're keeping her identity concealed.
Oh,
and that's why she's going last, because they didn't want to destroy her reputation.
That's crazy.
She's a regular ass girl. Single mom too, by the way.
Makes sense.
Single mom. Fucking his shit up. So anyway, okay. So let's go ahead and get into the testimony for today, guys. So we just went through the testimony. So George Kaplan, he was an assistant for Diddy. He went on yesterday. When I came in, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I came in the middle of his cross. I did not finish his government direct. However, doesn't matter, because on his defense, when the defense cross-examined him, because I came in a little bit later, guys. I slept. I got in at like 9:30 or something like that. By the time I came into the courtroom, George Kaplan was already being hit on cross-examination by the defense. But it's okay, because the defense brought up a lot of things that the government brought up on direct. So on cross, the direct stuff came up, so we didn't miss anything. So he was being questioned by Diddy's lawyer. Who's Diddy's lawyer again, bro? Can you Google him real quick?
Yep.
His name, the main lawyer, the main guy. I forget his name. He's an older guy, gray hair, glasses. So basically, I'm going to summarize it for you guys. They talked about revolt.
Mark Agnifilo.
Mark Agnifilo?
Yep.
That's him, right?
That's his main lawyer.
Okay.
That's his lead attorney.
Okay. That's the lead attorney. So.
Not talking about the bald-headed nigga, talking about the dude from the Diddy case.
Yes. Also, guys, if you guys want to get involved in the show, super chat in. Let me put in the website. I keep forgetting to put this in for you ninjas.
You got one.
We got one?
One Rumble rant for $1.
Can you read it real quick out loud?
Yeah, it says, no, Myron, never go live at the airport, bro. Ice Poseidon, wait until you back home, G.
I'm confused.
Yeah, you got to read that in nigga speak. So no, Myron, never go live at the airport, bro. Ice Poseidon, son. Like, wait till you go back home, G.
I don't get it.
Me either. Nigga speak or regular speak, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Thanks for the $1 though.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Chat, can someone translate that nigganese for us? Can somebody please translate that
I'll
nigganese
put
for
it
us?
on the screen so y'all can read it.
What the fuck, bro? Okay. I'm putting the I'm gonna pin this in the chat for you guys. MyronGamesX.com, guys, if you guys want to get involved in the chat, bro. I don't know what this nigga talking about.
Either.
All right. Can we take it off screen?
Yep.
Oh, you already did? All right. Okay. So George Kaplan, guys, they did cross-examination on him. That's when I walked in. George Kaplan was an assistant for Diddy for about roughly 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, from December 2013 to roughly December 2015. He was the assistant for Diddy. So basically, he talked about they launched Revolt, cable news network, hip hop, and also he was involved in that. Also, he was involved with scheduling for the CEOs of Revolt. He was there when Revolt launched. It was a big deal. Obviously, Diddy was trying to be diversified in his many different business ventures. They threw a party after the launch of Revolt, and the big thing was he went live on Revolt from Biggie's old house. He went live from there. So it was a very big and emotional thing for them. Kaplan focused a lot on Ciroc and Diageo. Diageo owns a bunch of different liquor brands. He went to Norwalk for a lot of the meetings. Norwalk, Connecticut, I assume is what he meant. He was responsible for having things he wanted in his bag. So this guy Kaplan was basically like one of these right-hand guys / assistants where he would make sure that there were certain things in the bag that Diddy wanted, baby oil, etc. He said in an offsite meeting, mentioned Tony Abrahams, Clink Scales, and Neil Dominique. He set up this meeting for Diddy. He and KK had a strong professional relationship. Christina Karam, I think her name was.
Christina Current.
Karim or Karam?
Yep.
Can you pull her up real quick?
Yep.
So for the first 6 months, she taught him everything. And I'm surprised she didn't testify in this case, bro. Like, did you realize that? Like, she was like Diddy's right hand. She didn't testify. She didn't get indicted. I don't know what's going on here.
Christina Coram.
Christina Coram.
Yep.
KK is what they called her.
Coram spelled Khorram.
Okay. So then they talked about Diddy's temper. So he spoke to Diddy. So he spoke to KK about violence he saw, and she said she was disappointed by it. He liked working there, but he didn't want to leave. But he ended up leaving, guys, because he saw two events that really changed his perspective on Diddy. And we're gonna get into that here in a little bit.
That she didn't testify because they're looking at her as a co-conspirator.
Why has she been indicted yet then?
I don't know. That's weird.
If they indicted Diddy, like, what? This doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Weird. Okay. So basically, he didn't like the violence that he saw. KK told him that she was disappointed by it, but she never ended up leaving. Combs' temper did not help his businesses. It prompted Kaplan to leave. He disliked how Diddy treated him and spoke to him. Though he did say that Diddy was very inspirational, taught Kaplan a lot, and he helped him grow into a man. He still remembers Diddy's birthday to this day, November 4th. He launched Revolt from Biggie's front door. Biggie's B-Day is a paid holiday at Combs Enterprises. They actually take the day off. I think it was yesterday was his birthday, May 21st. So they actually take the day off on Biggie's birthday. Notorious B.I.G. for those of you that are not familiar. Ezekiel was another one of his assistants. Eli Maroon and Natalie Ward was his publicist. He had a corporate credit card for everything when he was paying for stuff. KK had a black Amex that Diddy used. In his license, she paid for everything that way. So Diddy had the black Amex. For those of you that are wondering, I think you got to spend $100,000 a month to get one of those, if I'm not mistaken. Not easy to get. You got to get invited.
Yeah, you got to get invited. It's unlimited.
Water, bro?
Unlimited spend.
It's unlimited spend, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and you got to you got to spend a lot of money.
Sure do.
I heard one story where a dude wanted to he was on a yacht and he wanted to propose to his wife or some shit, or he wanted to get his wife roses.
What?
So he called Amex Black, and they helicoptered some roses while they were out in the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, you get amazing features with the regular platinum Amex, so I can imagine what the black does. And on top of that, he did say that Diddy was like renting out yachts and condos and shit using the card. The sister Kaplan said that.
Yeah. Yep. So so basically, so there were two incidents. Oh, also he said that Diddy Diddy always wanted baby oil around, as you guys know, and he liked applesauce. He put it on a lot of his food. That's a little weird.
Yeah,
That Diddy
even
likes
burgers.
applesauce a lot. He puts it on his burgers, which is any of you guys do that? I'm gonna look at the chat. Any of y'all fucking put applesauce on your burgers? Maybe I'm missing something, bro. Maybe I'm missing
You got
something.
a
But
$5.
what was that?
You got a $5 by the way.
A $5?
Yeah, $5.
Oh,
Super chat.
oh, what do you say?
Donation.
Who is it?
Shout out so JR from Dallas. Shout out to you, bro, for keeping us updated on this. I think the Conspiracy Files interviewed this MIA girl. It might be a stretch, but her interview is wild.
Who they interview?
The MIA person.
Mia?
Yeah, the Mia person. Yeah.
No, they didn't interview her.
Yep.
No, you're talking about Gina probably with Tasha K. They didn't interview Mia, bro. Nobody knows who Mia is. They've been keeping all her shit under seal. We'll see her in court, but she's a regular chick. Jibril gives $1, says, "Happy birthday to my dog Frank." Yeah, Frank's birthday was yesterday. Actually, I didn't realize Frank's birthday is the same day as Notorious B.I.G.
And Diddy?
Nah, Diddy's November 4th.
Oh, yeah, so Notorious. Oh, it's Biggie's birthday.
Yeah, Biggie's birthday is May 21st.
Same dog as your dog. It's Frank.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
It's a real nigga, bro.
Your dog a rapper?
Nah.
Damn, son.
He's a racist. He really is, though. Calvin says, after seeing the Rico portion, are you seeing the Rico portion of any of this? All the other commentators are females, and they don't think big picture. They're thinking with their emotions on here. So everyone is saying we got Rico here and there. We're going to, actually, you know what? We'll talk about the Rico here because that's going to come in with Kid Cudi's testimony. So good question, Calvin. We'll talk about that. So let's see here. So there was two incidents that made Kaplan basically worried, guys. So one incident happened where Diddy was throwing stuff. What did he throw at Cassie on the plane?
No, he threw.
They got in a fight on the plane.
They got in a fight on the plane,
and he was throwing shit.
He was throwing shit at the other lady. He was throwing apples at the house.
Yeah. But on the plane though.
On the plane, I don't remember what he said. He said he saw.
They got into a fight basically.
They got into a fight. He didn't say he saw any physical damage.
Yeah. So basically, they were on a private jet or a plane, and Cassie was on the plane. Diddy was there. They got into an argument, and Diddy was throwing shit at Cassie. He didn't see Cassie get injured, but he didn't like what he saw, right? Then he also saw Diddy throw apples at Gina at the house. And he wasn't just throwing them, he was like chucking them super hard, trying to hit her. He missed though, and Gina didn't get hit, and he heard a bunch of screaming or whatever. So after he saw those two events, he said, I can't really be here for this. Because to him, he looked at it like he couldn't do anything because Diddy was the boss, and he felt like kind of helpless. Now, the other thing I also want to say is that they subpoenaed him to go there, and he really didn't want to testify. He did everything he could to not testify, this guy, because he does respect and like Diddy. It's just that they forced him basically. He never heard Diddy verbally threaten Cassie, though he did see that fight. And he saw the issue with the apples, where Diddy was throwing apples. There was like 50 apples in this like bowl. Basically, the way he described it was in the kitchen or something like that, or when you walk into the house, there's like this bowl, this like metal bowl, and there was like 50 apples in there. They could have been real apples or decorative, but what he remembers is Diddy was arguing with Gina, if you guys don't know, this is the girl that Cassie hates, who I think is an Asian chick, by the way. She got interviewed on Tasha K, if I'm not mistaken. And Diddy, what he basically did was he took these apples and he was like launching them at her, like on some pitcher type shit, trying to hit her. He missed, but Kaplan was very uncomfortable with it because basically what ended up happening was he said he just couldn't stand around for it anymore. And he ended up quitting. Also, he was there and he saw the Diddy get new security that was more professional on the government. And then that was the cross-examination. Let's see here. Oh, we also talked about how Diddy treated Kim Porter a lot differently than Cassie and Gina. Kim Porter was his like special person versus Cassie and Gina were just his girlfriends. When he set up the rooms for Diddy, there was always baby oil there, but when Kim was there was lotion, which was a little interesting.
It's very strange.
Let's see here. He was very careful about the hotel stuff, as I talked to you guys about before. One of the things that Kaplan was very anal about was after Diddy stayed at a hotel, he always made sure to clean it and not make sure that like, there was nothing embarrassing left at the hotel, because at the time, people, tabloids, TMZ, all these niggas out in LA, especially, the hotel people would sell pictures of hotel rooms after a celebrity stayed in it, to try to embarrass him or whatever. So Kaplan was really focused on making sure that Diddy didn't get embarrassed by these tabloids. Because and some of you guys, and the thing that I think the thing that's also important that you guys need to know is like Diddy was staying at hotels all the time. Okay, guys, because he was always doing these freak offs. Even though he rented a house in LA, he actually didn't do a lot of the freak offs at his house. He actually did them at hotels all over Los Angeles. In Miami as well, New York, etc. So when he would do these freak offs, they would always get hotels. So George Kaplan, who would get the hotels and book everything, he also was in charge of going in there after checkout or immediately after checkout with a key card and cleaning up anything and removing anything that might be embarrassing. Drugs, baby oil. If the room was too fucked up, he'd clean it up a little bit so they wouldn't get charged as much. Which we're going to talk more about the rooms getting charged when I talk about the next one of the next witnesses, Seymour. Anything else with the Kaplan that I missed?
Nothing else to Kaplan stood out outside the fact that he really wanted to make a point to let people know that he didn't have anything against Diddy. He didn't want to be there. He was scared to be there.
Yeah.
He has nothing against Mr. Combs, and he appreciates Mr. Combs for what he did.
Yeah, helped him become a man is what he said.
Yeah.
He said he didn't have fun. It was really stressful, but it did help him become a man.
Yep.
And he grew a lot. And his direct words were, he also talked to KK about quitting, and said he was unwilling to stand by that behavior. Was his direct words when it came to the stuff. So if it wasn't for if it wasn't for fucking Diddy tossing apples and getting into that fight with Cassie and throwing shit at her, he probably would have stayed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what made him say, I got to get out of here, because he was powerless to do anything. That's what bothered him as well, is that he couldn't do nothing. So, okay. Now let's get into to Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi comes on the scene and testifies after that.
Hi.
Okay, Scope says, I've been following the case and you've had by far the best coverage. Thoughts on a false flag? We'll talk about the false flag here as well. We're going to cover the Israeli stuff. Yeah, so, okay, what are the likes at here real quick, man? Let's see. We got a bunch of you guys watching right now. Guys, do me a solid. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Let's get to 50% engagement at least. I'm going live for you ninjas from the fucking airport, okay? We're live from the airport. We're here coming live from LaGuardia Airport in New York City. I got Chad help me out on the ones and twos. He's running the chats, checking out the Rumble rants and everything else like that. Thank you for that, by the way, Chad.
Yeah, no doubt.
Came out here, help me out with this shit. You gonna say something?
No, I said no problem. Of course. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, what else? I'm trying to think here. Yeah, guys, let's get to
got a $20 donation.
Okay, what do you say?
So you got a $20 Rumble. Happy birthday, Frank.
Yeah, Yo, can y'all hear Chad good, by the way? Give me twos in the chat if you guys can hear Chad good. Give me twos in the chat, because I do want you guys to be able to hear.
That's from 22 Flamingo, 22 Flamingo 22.
Okay.
And then you got another one for $1.
Okay.
From Richie John, loving the breakdowns. Is Lauren London and Diddy story true? They were having an affair. Diddy the movie would clean up. Fresh could play Diddy.
the only mention of Lauren London, and you add to this. Okay, they can hear you good, Chad.
All right,
they give me twos.
Copy.
All right, yeah, twos if you guys can hear Chad good, because I want to make sure that his mic is good too. We got these Rode mics are lit.
They are.
Okay. The only thing that I heard with Lauren London chat was that she talked to Cassie to try to get her to talk to Diddy. That's the only thing Lauren London did that I heard on this trial. Was there anything that you heard else besides Lauren London?
No.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's the only thing I heard, and that you heard that too. That she just Cassie, because Cassie talked about when they broke up, how people had reached out to her to talk to Diddy again, and Lauren London was one of them.
Lauren London was one of them.
Okay,
that's about it.
Okay.
You got $1 from you got that one already. That's the breakdowns. And then you got another $1 from Pure 0012.
Okay.
Pure 0012. Sorry for the ebonics. Let's just say Ice Poseidon had one airport stream go really wrong, and that's why most streamers avoid airports now. Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, well, we're in a secluded room, by the way. Niggas can't get in here.
Yeah, that's it.
I should have told y'all that. We're in a secluded room that dudes can't get in here.
He was swatted off an airplane years ago and got banned from Twitch. Off an airplane, though.
Oh.
On an airplane. So, yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with it.
Okay, yeah.
You got another $1 from Dante Marcellus. It says, Myron is a goat, I swear.
I appreciate that, man. Scope says, I've been following the case and you've had the best coverage. Thoughts on a false flag. We'll talk about that. Oh yeah, I read that already. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so let's get into Kid Cudi. Guys, do me a favor, like I said before, like the goddamn video. We got 3,000 you ninjas in here. We're going live at fucking 5. We found a way. We found the goddamn conference room. Niggas charged me an arm and a leg, but it's fine. We're in here anyway. Niggas hit me with the fucking with the them boys tactics. I'll say that because we're on YouTube. They hit me with the them boys. But
There's a
hey,
fee. There's a fee.
there's a fee.
There's always a fee.
There's always a fee. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas hit me with the bagel fee. That's how you guys are able to get this stream right now and relatively decent internet, okay? Where we're not lagging all over the place and shit. So, okay. Let's get into Kid Cudi. We're at 835 likes. Guys, I can't do Cudi until we get 1,000. Let's go. 1,000 likes, guys. Get this engagement up. Get this engagement up. All right? Get this engagement up, my ninjas. Get this engagement up so that we can go ahead and keep cooking here. I'm streaming from the fucking airport for you guys. Actually, yo, this ain't that bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie, though.
This quality's type good.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you.
Is it coming good on stream on your end?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty damn clear.
It is pretty clear, right? And don't worry, guys. We're going to be here for, what? We're going to stream for like 2 hours?
I guess, yeah, about 2 hours.
Yeah, we got another 2
Oh,
hours.
he said there's no one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So,
no
yeah,
thirsty.
we're going to stream here for at least like another hour and a half or so. My flight's in a few hours. We got here super early. Yeah, okay, we hit 1K. All right, cool. Let's get to 2K now, guys, but I'll go on with the Kid Cudi stuff. So, okay. So Kid Cudi comes in, he's wearing a leather jacket and a white shirt. And some jeans, bro. On some nigga shit, right? His real name is Scott Cudi, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, Scott Mescudi.
So so they bring him in. As soon as they say, okay, the government calls Scott Muscady to the stand, everyone's like, oh. And guys, just so you guys know, bro, I knew he was gonna testify today, but I didn't realize it was gonna be so crazy. The courtroom was packed.
Yo, packed
The courtroom was packed. And the funny part is I didn't see half these niggas all week.
I didn't see none of these motherfuckers.
Bro, like it
was new people.
You know what the crazy part is too? Like, so guys, these reporters, right? They're in there. Bro, it's like 5 of them from the same place. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Y'all all are in here taking notes. It doesn't, like, I don't know why they have so many reporters from the same news agencies there. It doesn't make sense. Now, I saw what TMZ was doing. TMZ, there'd be a dude. They had 2 main people in the courtroom, and then another guy would like go downstairs, write some notes, and come back up and shit. I see people doing that, and Fox News and stuff like that. But very weird how these news organizations are in there. And then there's a couple of YouTubers as well covering this. Who are the biggest YouTubers covering this? I know that Chinese chick, Mango, something like that.
Yeah, she was.
I didn't know who she was, but some people were telling me about her.
Yeah, she's a hood rat.
A hood rat?
She
Is she?
Yeah, it's that she acts when she's off camera.
Really?
Yeah, she's completely different. And then that.
Does she live in New York?
I don't know if she.
Bro, I've never heard of her until I came here.
And the other dude, the dude with the bandana, who had the red bandana, the gay dude.
Oh yeah. He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool. He was there.
Yeah.
And then there's that one dude with the top hat. I don't remember, with the sunglasses.
I'm trying to think like the big YouTubers.
That's all I know. There's a lot. That chick from Eyewitness News. She does YouTube too. I forgot her name. Kim something.
Okay. I don't know how big her channel is though.
Yeah, me either.
And then we had the guy Mel. He's cool. Watch well, but he's up and coming.
Oh yeah.
Small channel. But I'm thinking of like the big channels right now. Like, bro, it's and then there's the black chick. I don't know her name though.
Which black chick?
She has like 400K on YouTube.
Or she
was the one yelling at herself when we're about to go back into the courtroom. Remember when we came downstairs to we came down. So guys, the way it works is you can't bring your phones to the courtroom, right? Let me explain this to the audience.
Yeah.
You can't bring it's so annoying. You have to come in, you give your phones all your shit, right? Then they give you a little tag. So when you want to go outside to check your phone, you got to take your phone and you got to go outside immediately, and you got to walk back around the front. You can't go in out the way you came. When we're coming back around, Chad, remember that black chick that was sitting there yelling at herself on the phone?
Yeah.
With the green case?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's a YouTuber. I don't know her name, though. Someone in the chat's going to know.
And also the chick from Law and Crime is there.
Yes, she's there, too.
She's there all the time.
Yep. The girl from Law and Crime. So, yeah, there's like 5, I think there's like 5 big YouTubers that are actually in the courtroom, that be in the courtrooms. Me? Oh, yeah, Tisa Tells. I think that's her name.
Tisa what?
Tisa Tells, I think, is what.
Tisa Tell. Let me double check.
Let me look her up real quick, and I'll tell you if it's her. Yeah, this is her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some nigga was about to yell at her in the line. because she was cutting the line. Uh,
Oh, that bit.
yeah, she be cutting the line kind of, and niggas
That
be
one.
getting
That
mad.
she be wearing the tight black dress. That
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so okay, so now and what's the other girl's name? Mango something?
Hold on.
Yes, Armand Wiggins. He's cool, man. He's cool. I like Armand, bro. He's cool, man. Um, he be doing some entertaining breakdowns on on this case, bro.
Which one was his name?
Armand Wiggins is that's the guy you told me before. So okay,
Oh, okay.
so the big YouTubers that are here that I saw in the courtroom that I know,
He's cool.
the Mango chick, she got like 5M. I didn't even know this. I didn't know who she was before. The Mango girl, Tisa Tells, Armand, me, and that's it. Tisa got like 500, Mango got 5 million, Armand got like 200K, I got like 260 or 1.5 YouTube if you want to, Fresh to Fit if you want to count that. Those, oh, and then Law and Crime, the girl from Law and Crime. So, and Law and Crime is a big ass channel, but she's a reporter for Law and Crime. So those are the 5 biggest YouTubers I know.
The Rotten Mango.
Is that Rotten Mangoes is her name?
Rotten Mango, I believe.
Yeah, I think Rotten Mangoes.
Rotten Mango. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, the Asian.
Yeah, they said she's Korean. Yeah, Rotten Mango. Okay.
Rotten Mango.
Shout out to, yo, the chat is aware. Niggas in the chat know what time it is, bro. And I know you're probably getting both sides because you're getting the Rumble and the YouTube chat.
Yeah,
I'm only seeing the YouTube chat here.
I don't know what the hell is going on with this Rotten Mango chick.
Yeah, because if you click,
that's a lot of subs, bro.
Yeah, if you click live chat, you'll see everything. Yeah, no, she got like 5M, bro. She's getting like 2 million views of video and shit.
Yeah, that's wild. She has 5.
Yeah, yo, chat? Be honest with me, man. Whose breakdowns are better, mine or hers? Be honest with me.
She does stories. I've watched that shit before.
Okay.
She does like video stories.
So when she's talking, she shows video?
No, like she does like it's like a production type video.
Okay.
Like a CoffeeZilla, you know how CoffeeZilla does like a movie, like a mini movie?
Kind of.
Yeah, like kind of like that. That's what she does.
But is she doing the shit on the Diddy stuff? She can't be doing it on the Diddy stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be too quick.
Yeah, there's no way. I think she's just sitting in front of the computer and talking, bro.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, whatever. Anyway,
it'd be interesting to find out.
But yeah, just so you guys know, a lay of the room, and those YouTubers
are doing the video.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, she's just sitting and talking.
Yeah, she's just sitting talking, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so basically, so those are the top YouTubers that I know that are here, guys. Obviously, you guys know that everyone is covering this, like academics and shit like that. But the people that are actually in the courtroom day to day, me, Armand, Tisa Tells, Ryan Mango, and yeah, and Law and Crime. Those are the 5.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 5. Law and Crime got like, I forget how many subs Law and Crime got. Some crazy like 5M or some shit.
Yeah, Law and Crime. They hopped up during that YSL case.
Yeah, they hopped up, and they're bro. I don't even consider them really a YouTube channel anymore. They're a news network.
They're a news network now.
Yeah, they're literally a news network.
They have a lot.
Yeah, they got how many subs these niggas got, bro? It doesn't even.
They show it. Doesn't show it.
Doesn't even show it. You see it too?
This nigga's a network.
Yo, they're a TV network now, bro.
Yo,
the fuck?
This is happening.
Okay, man. God damn. Yeah, so yeah, that's what it is, chat. Those are the top YouTubers that are here. Okay, so we'll go by number. I think Long Crime got the most subs. Then you got Rotten Mango. She got like 5 million. Long Crime got like 5 or 6. Then you got me with 1.5. Then you got Tisa Tells with 500. Then you got Armand with like 200,000. So, but yeah, go feel free.
They got 7 million.
Yeah, 7 million Long Crime. Yeah, so Long Crime, then Mango, then me at 1.5, then Tisa Tells at 500, then Armand at 200. Or if you want to count Myron Gaines X, then Tisa Tells is the third biggest. And they're always in the main courtroom. Like to me, like being in the main courtroom is a big pain in the ass. It's not worth it a lot of times.
Yeah.
I've been in there a few times. Like you got to basically, guys, to get in the main courtroom, the way it works. So there's line sitters, right? And the line sitters are sitting there all night. So before this Kid Cudi one, so I kid you not, guys, before Kid Cudi was supposed to testify today, when I was walking by the courtroom, there was a nigga with a sleeping bag already in line at 3 o'clock. Already in line because they knew Kid Cudi was going to be in today. So they want to get in the main courtroom. So what these line sitters do is they'll sit there and, the day before and they'll stay all night. And then around 5, 6 a.m., the person comes to take that spot and they pay them. They pay them a couple $100 or whatever it may be. So that's how they're like, people are like literally like profiting off this shit because The way it works is the press gets like 21 spots in the main courtroom, and then the public only gets 14 spots. The public is YouTubers. So what ends up happening is the YouTubers have to be on the left-hand side. Long Crime and Mango M got press passes. I don't know how. Who else? Long Crime, Mango M. Yeah, they got press passes. Me, Tisa Tells, and Armand do not have press passes. So they're able to take 2 spots from the press side, which is better actually because it's 21 spots over there. But on for the public, only 14 roughly, because they only allow 7 per bench. And I showed you guys the map already of the courtroom. And basically, look, I'll show y'all one more time before we get into this Kid Cudi stuff, so you guys really understand what the hell we're dealing with over here, bro. It's a fucking zoo, man. Right? So the courtroom, guys, how's this looking? Is it good on your end?
Yep.
They can see it?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so this is the courtroom, guys. You can see that there's 2 different sides. On the press side, okay, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is over here.
Yeah, press.
No. Press side is over here. Press side's over here. 21, right? Yeah. 3 rows for them, so 21 spots, right? And then on the other side, only about 2 rows, so 14 spots. Because the artists on the front rows take up like all the goddamn room. So this is the sketch of what the courtroom looks like, basically. So anyway, all right, let's get to Kid Cudi. Like the video, by the way, guys. We got 1.2K of you guys in here. Like the video for me. Let's get to 2,000. But anyway, figured I'd explain to you guys because the courtroom was absolutely packed today because Kid Cudi was going to testify. So Kid Cudi takes a stand. They swear him in, aka real name Scott Miss Cudi, right?
Yep.
Miss
Scott
Cudi.
Cudi.
They ask him what his profession is. He says he's an actor and musician.
You forgot the part where he said hi. Everyone started laughing.
Yeah. When he sat down, the way he said hi, he was very nonchalant, didn't give a fuck was his demeanor. And for those of you that don't know, he's the guy that came out with Memories and Day and Night, 2 very, very big songs.
Day and Night.
Yeah, there you go. That one. And then all the crazy shit I did tonight. Yeah.
Yep.
Those would be the best memories, bro. This back in 2010s, this guy was like literally on top. Not as relevant now musically, but obviously I would say definitely still a big celeb.
And he was in he's been in a few movies.
Which movies has he been in? Because when he said he was an actor, I was like, what?
He was in Silent Night recently. It was an action movie with Joel Kinnaman.
Okay.
He was also, I believe he was in, not Star Wars, but he was in, let's see.
Somebody said he was in Pursuit of Happiness?
No. What? No. Pursuit of Happiness?
Way.
Get the hell out of here. He was in Trap. Silent Night, Young Love. I mean, he was in a good amount of.
Are these A-list movies or B-list or C-list?
So Trap is an A-list movie. That's M. Night Shyamalan.
Okay.
He's a thinker. Silent Night was a A-list movie with Joel Kinnaman. It's a horror.
Okay.
It's like a not horror action like John Wick.
Okay.
And then he was in the new House Party, which was ass. And then he was in X. Oh, that's the movie. He was in the X, the horror movie. So it was X, Pearl, Maxine. And so he was in the X version of it. He did pretty good in that. He played a porn star.
Okay.
Yeah, he did good.
All right. So, but he be wearing dresses and shit, right?
Yeah, he did wear that dress at one time. That was kind of fucking strange. I don't know why he did that.
Bruh. All right. So let's get into his testimony. So they ask him what he does. He says he's an actor and musician. He said he was friends and dated Cassie briefly. He and Cassie made some music as well. He and Cassie dated in 2011. She was also involved with Diddy romantically. When they first started dating, her and Diddy had problems. She showed him a pic. They showed him a pic of Capricorn, who was a friend of Cassie, and I think someone that worked for Diddy as well. This woman named Capricorn. Law enforcement came to his house in 2011 when he had a break-in. Okay. Basically, what ended up happening was he got a call from Cassie that Diddy found out that they were having a relationship, and she gave him their addies. She gave Diddy his address. Okay. So She calls Cudi in a panic and says, "Hey, pick me up, pick me up." So he went and he went and he picked her up, and he was confused because he was like, he didn't know that Cassie was seeing Diddy. He thought that they weren't together because every time that Cudi was hanging out with Cassie, like he wouldn't get bothered by Diddy or anything else like that. So for him, when she called him saying like, "Oh, come pick me up, come pick me up," he was like confused because he didn't think that she was still talking to him. And then she also told him that she was worried because she gave Diddy Cudi's address, okay?
Yeah.
And she was afraid that Diddy was gonna go to his house, okay? And she was stressed and nervous when he picked her up. So after he picked her up, he took her to the Sunset Marquis Hotel in LA because he frequented it and he knew he'd be safe there with her. And then while they were there, Capricorn called them on the phone. And when Capricorn called, and he was friends with her as well because they would all hang out together as a group, Capricorn, Cassie, and Diddy. And this woman, Capricorn, worked for Diddy and was also friends with Cassie. That's how their relationship was there. So when they're at the hotel, after he picked her up from this situation, now he knows that Diddy knows his address. Capricorn calls them. He puts her on speaker and he's talking to Cassie. And Capricorn, he's in a hotel room with Cassie and he has Capricorn on speaker. So Cassie can hear everything that's going on. So Capricorn calls them crying, saying, "Hey, look, just so you guys know, um, Diddy and someone else, one of his affiliates, were at Cudi's house." And they said, "How do you know that?" And she said, "Because I'm in a car outside your house, Cudi." So he's like, "What the fuck?" So he jumps in his car. He picked her up in a Porsche, by the way, right? A Porsche
Cabriolet.
Cabriolet, Porsche 911 Cabriolet. How much is that thing worth?
100 over 100.
Over 100.
Yeah,
It's a nicer Porsche, right? It's not a piece,
911. The
it's not
911
a
Turbo
fucking
was
Boxster.
90,000. Yeah, it's just like 90 grand for the 911 Turbo. 10 Turbo is like 90 grand.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
that one's like over 100, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll look it up.
So he's like, "What the fuck?" So he gets in his Porsche. So Cudi got in his car and he went to his house. The address was 8925 Hollywood Hills Road.
119.
119K. Okay.
That's the 20th. That's that year.
Okay. And then they asked him, about the neighborhood. Is it safe? And he said, yes, it was. It was about 15 minutes from the Marquis Hotel that he came from. So he fucking drives his Porsche down there and he speeds, right? As he's going there, he calls Diddy. And Diddy answers the call. And he says, like this on the stand, literally I had quoted it, "Motherfucker, you in my house?" And Diddy says, "I want to talk to you." Cudi says, "I'm on my way." So they asked him, and this is, remember guys, this is the government asking Cudi these questions, so it's direct examination. He's a government witness, right? So they ask him, what was Diddy's tone? And he says he was very calm. So when he arrives, the house looked normal, but the cameras weren't working. Well, he found out later that the cameras weren't working, but the cameras were pointed down at the ground anyway. So he shows up at the scene, and the cameras were moved down, right? He walks into his house and he sees that the gifts that he bought for his family, remember guys, this is right before Christmas, okay? The gifts that he bought for his family, they were open, they were Chanel items. And his dog was locked in his bathroom. The dog normally, and the prosecutor asked him, well, how do you normally have the dog in the house? And he said, well, I normally let my dog just roam the house. So when he got back home, presents are open for Christmas, dog left in the bathroom locked, right? Nothing else was disturbed. At this point, he had the dog for 3 years. Also, the dog was very jittery after this event. So he got back in his car and he called Diddy and he wanted to confront and fight him. And then Cudi asked where he was and Diddy said, "I'm on my way." So at that point, he thought to himself, like, damn, well, this is dangerous. Like, he's about to come. I don't know who he's coming with. I don't know if he has weapons. He knows where I live. So he called the police. So the police came. He made a report of a break-in. And he saw Cassie later and she was stressed. He spent Christmas. So after this event happened, obviously this brought them a little bit closer. So he flew to New London with Cassie, New London, Connecticut, for that matter, and they spent Christmas together. And this was corroborated by her mom. As you guys know, Cassie Ventura's mom took the stand, and she also confirmed that Cudi did, in fact, go to their home for Christmas of 2011. So while he was in New London, Diddy texted him a few times while he was in Connecticut. Diddy's texts were about them talking and figuring things out with Cassie. And, he told them, and Cudi basically was like, yo, you broke into my house, bro. I don't want to talk to you. you know, and you mess with my dog, I don't want to talk. So they left Connecticut in early 2012, right? Because remember, it's Christmas 2011, so they left in early 2012, and the relationship ended right around that time. His car caught fire. So later on, January 9th to be exact, his car caught fire. His dog's babysitter called him around 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning and told him his car was on fire. At the time, he was at his ex-girlfriend's sister's house, 45 minutes away. His babysitter was in the driveway observing this. So Cudi drove to his house after getting the news. His friend Chip went to the house and took pictures of the car for him. There was a punched hole on the top of the roof, and a Molotov cocktail was put inside the fucking car, guys. Okay? So they showed pictures of the Porsche at this point. The door on the driver's side was completely charred. The window was like blacked out. Okay? When he got there, he saw the damage. He saw the Molotov cocktail on the side of the car, and the police were there. And the police told him when they arrived that the Molotov cocktail was in the driver's seat. So basically, someone got on his property, broke into his property, punched, like they cut a hole, because you can see a hole in the picture, in the Porsche, right? Cut a hole, probably with a knife or whatever, slashed it open. Then they shoved the Molotov cocktail in the hole, it exploded, and then started a fire in the car. So at this point, the prosecutor asked him, so like, what were your thoughts after getting to your house and seeing the police there and your car on fire? And he said, like, what the fuck? And the whole fucking, everyone started laughing. So he felt that this was intentional. He last saw Cassie in 2012 at the Soho house. So after his car got bombed, Cudi reached out to Diddy, right? So D-Rock, Diddy's security guy, and Cudi's manager set up a meeting at the Soho house. The Soho house, guys, for you guys wondering, it's like a membership type club place in Hollywood, okay, in Los Angeles. So Cudi was escorted into a room by D-Rock. And this is funny, the audience laughed at this too. So he said when he walked in, like the way he explained it was, like, see behind me guys how there's this window? He said one side of the wall was completely windows. And he said when he walked in, Diddy was standing with like his hands behind his back, like a Marvel supervillain, staring at the window.
That shit is fucking hilarious. Everybody was fucking dying at
Bro,
that
everyone
shit.
was dying when he said that shit, bro. Nigga really said that shit under oath on the stand in a federal case, bro.
Everybody.
Yo, he said Diddy was standing there with his hands behind his back, staring outside the window like a Marvel villain. A Marvel supervillain. So him and Diddy discussed Cass dating. And at first, Cassie wasn't there. So it was just him and Diddy talking. And then Cudi thought that they were done. And he didn't know that he explained to Diddy that he thought that him and Cassie were done. And then so they asked him, hey, what was the demeanor of Diddy at the time? He said Diddy was very calm. And it was off-putting to Cudi how calm he was. He was so calm that Diddy, like, it made him kind of like weirded out. Cassie ended up showing up. Cassie was upset. She went back. So Cassie ended up showing up as they were having this meeting, and Cudi was pissed off that she went back to Diddy. Cassie explained they fell in love and things happened. Cudi met Diddy a day after the fire incident. So the day after his car got firebombed, he went and met him. They basically stood up and shook hands, and Cudi asked him, and he was very descriptive about this. So as he's shaking Diddy's hand like this, he asked him and looks him right in the eye, and he says, "What about my car?" And Diddy responds, quote, "I don't know what you're talking about," unquote. So he saw Diddy a few years later at the Soho house, and Diddy apologized for everything, though he didn't go into details. And then after Cudi got the apology, he made peace with it. So that pretty much, signifies the direct examination by the government. Now we're going to get into the cross-examination by the defense. And that was led by Brian Steele. For those of you that don't know, Brian Steele is the attorney that defended Young Thug in the famous YSL case. And he actually famously, I don't know if he went to jail, but I know he was held in contempt of court and he got like arrested.
Yeah, he was held in contempt of court. He was going to go to jail, but then they found out.
Like a bunch of lawyers appealed and shit.
They got a whole petition, and then the judge had to go have a meeting, and then so he was reinstated, and then the judge got kicked off the case. It was wild. It was wild. He helped Young Thug.
Academics got swatted? Nah.
Nah.
Nah, bro.
I don't believe it.
Y'all trolling, bro.
Yeah, I have to be trolling. You got a couple more. You want me to read them?
Yeah, let's read some chats. Yeah.
All right. So you got.
Before we get into Brian Steele, guys. Before we get into Brian Steele, I need you ninjas to like the goddamn video, bro. I need you ninjas to like the video. What are we at? We got. What are the likes at? Go ahead, bro.
So we got.
We're 1.5, bro. 3,000. We should be 3,000 at least. I'm streaming from the fucking airport for you guys.
Yeah, you got five people, 5,000 all across the board.
Okay.
All right, so we got you should look into marketing, the debrief as a media organization, then you would get the media pass, I bet.
I
That's
don't know.
that's not how that works. Usually what you have to do is, no, actually not usually, what you have to do is you have to prove that you're a credible entity. All that really means for YouTubers is that you have to show a video of journalistic reporting. Then you apply in the state according to the state law. You apply with that, and that's how you get it.
That's how you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed it said New York.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
press pass is said New York.
It's by state.
Okay. Yo, all those YouTubers live in New York, right?
Yeah, yep.
Mango and Tisa didn't have a press pass.
Tisa didn't, but yeah, the rest of them live in New York.
Mango and then Law and Crime definitely got one.
And then the other dude, he didn't have a press pass, but the dude
Armand?
Yeah, he lives here too.
Yeah. He didn't have a press pass.
Yeah.
But he's not from New York. He's from California.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Let's see what else we got here.
Here, let me check the battery on the phone while you do that.
Yeah, did he laugh at any point during trial so far? Has he been stone faced?
He's been pretty stone faced.
Yep, sure has.
And the thing is, you can't see, bro, because he has his back to the people. Because the way they have the goddamn setup, guys, his back is to the jury, to everybody.
Then let's see, you got only right wing in Cali. I'm 19, have 2 credit cards and a 770 credit score. Any advice on what more I can do?
Oh, you asked this question the other day, bro. I told you, keep your utilization under 30%. Make all your payments on time, and try to increase your credit limit so that your utilization goes down. That's the best stuff that you could do by far.
All right, that's it for here.
That's it?
Yep, that's it for the
okay, let me look. Let me try to.
I can't see the YouTube right here.
Let me try to.
Act swatted for real? Let me see.
Yeah, that's crazy. Act swatted,
research.
bro.
Let me do some research. That's a little scary.
Yeah, that is crazy, actually. Albo Ace, this nigga Diddy was moving like the Joker in Gotham with the shit he was doing, especially blowing up Cudi's car, LMAO. Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Did you meet Inner City Press, and how was he able to live tweet all day Diddy stuff during the court? I don't know, bro. I don't know who Inner City Press is. Scope. Okay, I caught that one. Okay, cool. So we're caught up. All right. Guys, like the video, ninjas. We are at what are we at? Okay, I'm gonna sign up. Yo, can you pass me that Wi-Fi thing right there?
Of course.
Real quick. I'm gonna get up on this. Oh shit. I'm gonna sign up on the. I'm gonna get on this Wi-Fi thing here for my other phone.
I don't see anything about Act getting swatted unless he was live and just went off live.
Is he off live right now?
Yeah, he's off live. He didn't. There's no new videos. Is
he well, he never keeps his lives up.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I can't tell.
Unless like someone. I'm getting on this faster Wi-Fi here so I can keep up with you guys. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna get into the cross-examination by Brian Steele. Okay, guys, we're gonna get into the cross-examination now. We got 5,500 you guys watching right now between all the platforms. Welcome to the stream. Another thing I want to ask guys real quick. Someone said, "What's up?" Said, "Stop begging for damn likes." Shut the fuck up, nigga. This shit is demonetized. So if I tell you that I need y'all to get the likes up and get the engagement up, it's completely free. You fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get the engagement up, bro. That's how the channel grows. How the fuck do you think the channel grows? This channel is demonetized. Just so you guys know, ain't no fucking YouTuber gonna put in this level of work while their channel's demonetized. I'm the only one crazy enough to do it. Okay, so show some goddamn support. That's all I'm asking for.
You got one more.
Okay, what do you say?
This is from, looks like Miri515. So it says, I know you talk about how guys need to have sexual experience to deal with women, But in this case of Diddy, there is is there such thing as having too much sex? That's apples to oranges, my friend.
Yeah, it kind of is. But yeah, I mean, look, clearly he got desensitized, bro, because he started getting into all this weird shit.
Yeah, baby oil rubbing, walking in the room with bandanas on his face, telling male strippers to pound out his wife. That shit is fucking crazy.
That is crazy, bro.
Yo,
And not
pound
only
my
that,
wife.
the other crazy thing is that he walked in with the veil on one of them.
Yeah,
With the Punisher?
he said the Punisher said that he had on a fucking hijab.
Yeah, he had a hijab.
He had a fucking hijab on, telling that
And
nigga
he was
take that,
naked.
take that.
And he was naked.
Naked with a hijab.
Imagine, because yeah, I told this story the other day.
Crazy work.
Bro. So him and Cassie are rubbing each other, about to get into it, and the Diddy walks in. Mind you, this is the first time he's there. He don't know nothing, and could you imagine, bro? Like you're sitting there rubbing baby on yourself, and you got some chick across from you, and you're like, getting like, you're supposed to do like some sexy scene, and you know that her husband is supposed to show up, and then you're just like, you're doing this shit, like kind of looking around, and the room is dim, and there's like candles everywhere. And then all of a sudden, and because he said out the peripheral of his eye. That's what he said under oath. He's like, yeah, out the peripheral of my eye, I just saw this.
Yo, that shit is crazy when you see it on camera. That shit,
Bro,
that nigga.
could you imagine? Yo.
Oh my god.
And he was naked. Could you imagine? Yo, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
son. Nah, that shit made me uncomfortable, son. Like just beating his meat. Nigga was slapping his meat.
Yo.
Yo.
What the fuck, man?
Oh,
Could you imagine?
man.
Yo. Nigga in a dark ass room.
The nigga's name was the Punisher. In search of freezer meat is this nigga's book name, son. Like, this whole case is fucking crazy, son. I can't.
Yo, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy.
Yo, when you walk those, oh my god, son.
Bro, could you and the
funny.
crazy part is he gets hired to be a stripper, right? Like I'm trying to because when he's telling the story, I'm like trying to envision like, yo, what would I be thinking if I was in this nigga's shoes? He gets hired as a stripper, right? He shows up to the hotel room. Ain't nobody fucking there as a bachelorette party because he got hired for the bachelorette party. He shows up, nobody's there. And then Cassie just like, oh yeah, it's just me and my husband. Here's some more money. She gives him $800, right? He's supposed to get 200. She gives him 8. Now he's kind of stuck. He's like, damn, she paid me 4 times my rate. And she's like, okay, just go in the bathroom and change. He goes into the bathroom and he changes. He comes out in nothing but a towel, right? He don't know what's going on. And then he just sees baby oil bowls, right? So she tells him, okay, like start, rubbing the baby oil, whatever. He's rubbing the baby oil, whatever. And then as he's rubbing the baby oil, and remember, it's dark in there, just candles. Some nigga comes out with like a mask on, naked, and just sits in the corner. Like, oh, I didn't even tell y'all what he did. So he comes out from the corner, and then he just sits behind a table, and he starts masturbating. Could you imagine that shit, bro?
That shit is fucking crazy, dog.
Yo,
oh,
literally,
God.
bro. You're sitting there, right, rubbing baby oil on yourself with some chick, and it's dark as hell, and some nigga just.
That shit is funny. Nigga sat in the chair. I'm gonna just watch you and masturbate. Don't worry about this over here. Continue rubbing baby oil on my bitch.
Hey, Cassie, do that. Yo, fix that candle over there.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Yep.
Take that.
Yep. Tell him to stand over here. Put that candle over there. Put the music on.
I want your asshole to fart when I use the baby oil.
Bro. Nigga. Could you imagine?
Crazy.
All right, we gotta stop being fucking immature. Niggas are probably wondering what the fuck are these guys doing, bro? I know the dudes at the airport like, what the fuck are these niggas doing? Yo, what the fuck, man? All right, like the video, niggas. Anyway, all right, we're having too much fun. All right, Brian Steele, right? So Brian Steele on cross-examination.
Oh, you got one more.
Okay, what do you say?
Oh, it's okay. It says this is Ricky Spanish 6969. Says W Chad W Tate If Diddy is not, well, thank you. If Diddy is not guilty, can we get him on after hours? Whoa.
Yo, look, man. I'll be honest with y'all. Like, Cassie's a 304, bro. I'll keep it all the way a buck with you guys. Like, Cassie's a fucking 304, man. OC says, it's crazy. Even Myron reads accusations against Diddy as if it all fact. It also sucks for Diddy that everyone outside NY is leaving before the defense presents their case with their witnesses. That side will be largely ignored. Bro, I don't think, nigga, what are you talking about, OC?
Yeah,
Like, the
what?
defense don't got no witnesses, bro. What are you talking about? The defense is not presenting. I think there's 17 witnesses total. I don't think the defense is presenting any witnesses, bro. You don't know what you're talking about,
I
man.
think the only thing they said is there's that one witness they were considering presenting to rebut Dr. Hughes, but Dawn Hughes got so fucking slammed.
The female psychiatrist?
Yeah, the psychologist.
Yeah.
She got slammed so bad that I think they're reconsidering.
Yeah, they might not even need it. They honestly might not even need it. So, okay. So let's get into we got 7K on X. Okay, let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cooking, man. We got like 5,000 you guys I could see on YouTube and another
6,000 in total.
We lose 6,000 total?
Between Rumble, Locals, and YouTube.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you can see the numbers over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So Brian Steele cross-examines Cudi, right? So he says on January 9, 2012, he was with his ex at his sister's house. That's where Cudi was when this shit happened. So he has no surveillance photos, no videos. Law enforcement was called. Babysitter sent photos. So he mentioned this. He said, "Did you know that the DNA in the car came back to a female, and DNA was collected from the car?" Yo, the government objected so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Yo, it was wild how fast I think Brian put that out purposely to kind of like fuck with it. What do you got to say? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I gotta say, man, I think there's a lot of validity to it because they objected so fast, and the way he framed the question. Remember, because they objected, he had to reframe it and reframe it again. But
Yeah,
he was saying, he first was asking like, did the police?
did you know that DNA was collected from your car?
Yeah, from did you know DNA was collected? And then he said, did you know the police got the DNA of a female?
Yeah.
And then Cudi was about to answer.
Yeah.
And then they were like, objection.
Yeah. The defense, the government immediately was like, no, hell no, he's not answering that, right?
Yeah.
So they got very scared. So, let's see here. What else?
That's a big deal, by the way. Just if you guys, I know it's like Myron gives a lot of information out. Just remember, they're saying the Molotov cocktail, like the DNA from the car, was a female, is what Brian Steele was putting forth.
Yeah, which is important. And then the defense moved to get that shit. I'm sorry, the government like immediately objected. So Cudi has no info that Diddy or his associates did it. Relations with Cass were done by January 9, 2012. So Brian starts kind of going down this line of questioning. He's like, look, do you have any information to indicate that Diddy and or his associates did this to your car? He says no. By January 9, 2012, were you still in a relationship with Cassie? He says no, right? So he's kind of painting the picture like, why would Diddy blow up your car when you're not even with Cassie anymore, bro? Doesn't make sense, right? That's what Brian Steele was trying to frame it. So, and he also says, at this point, have you spoken to Cassie? He's like, no. He's like, but did you guys not speak every day for the past year leading up to prior to this? He was like, yes, right? And then he even said, you yourself admitted that you were confused when Cassie was still seeing Diddy because you had not known, correct? He was like, yes. He also went into Cudi's background. He said Cudi did an international tour in 2011, 2012. He went to 65 cities as the main act, which is pretty fucking big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But Cudi looked at Diddy as an icon in 2011 that he transcended many realms. Diddy was with him at an event in 2011, or actually no, 2010, and asked him if he would do a song with Cassie. So they go into how Cudi met Cassie. Basically, Diddy met him in 2010, asked him to do a song with Cassie. And then Brian Steele asked him, well, look, when you met up with Cassie, was Diddy around? And he said, no. Did you guys do drugs together? He said that they smoked weed. Then he asked him if you really like Cassie. He said he did. Then Cudi told law enforcement officers, aka agents, HSI, that Diddy and Cass were on and off again for years. They spent Christmas together in 2011, where Cass and her family after the invasion. Okay. Brian asked him, "Were you hurt after the relationship ended?" He said yes. Um, he also said that did you or did you not leave your front door open or your front gate open on January 9th, 2012? And Cudi admitted that he did leave the gate open. There was no forced entry. Christmas gifts were opened, and dog was in the bathroom. This was from when his home was invaded the first time. But when the car was when the car was blown up, that was on January 9th. His gate was left open. He spoke to Diddy, and he was calm. Diddy told him that Cass was coming to his house. Hold on. Oh, okay. Cass told him that Diddy was going to his house. Cudi did not tell. No, Cass did not tell Cudi Diddy was around. Or no, my bad. Diddy did not have a gun. He did not know that if Diddy had a gun when he was supposed to show up at his house. My bad. And then Cudi went back to his house to fight Diddy. Cudi was in love with Cassie.
Oh shit.
She told him. Oh, well, what?
No, it's just me, not you.
Okay. Yeah, so Cudi was in love with Cass. She did tell him of the sexual abuse that she got from Diddy, even though Cudi never actually witnessed Diddy hit Cassie. He was never interrupted by Diddy when he hung out with Cassie. When they met at the Soho house, Diddy was very friendly. Also, this was a big one. So Brian Steele says, well, when you met up with Diddy at the Soho house to discuss Cassie, he was confused just like you, right? And Cudi said yes. Did Diddy threaten you? Cudi said no. Both of them were professional. And then he says, at this convo, both of you guys had a conversation basically about being played. And Cudi said yes. Yeah. And that was like when audience like, oh shit.
Yeah, because he said after that, he said, so it's to your understanding that you were both played by Cassie Ventura. And then he said, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, both of you guys got played by, you guys came to the conclusion when you guys met at the Soho house that you both got played by Cassie Ventura. Because mind you, Diddy didn't know, allegedly, Cudi said this. Diddy didn't know what was going on with Cassie, and Cudi didn't know what was going on with Cassie. So basically, Brian Steele, the defense attorney, was like, well, Cudi, so basically both of y'all got played. And he was like, yes.
Because then he said the double.
She was living a double life.
Yeah,
he said that Cassie was living a double life.
Brian Steele actually asked, he said, so...
were you familiar with her double life?
Were you familiar with her double life? You know, is it safe to say that Cassie was leading a double life? And Cudi said, yeah, like straight up.
Yep.
Some damaging shit.
And then they asked, and then Brian Steele asked, you never got notified by any updates on your car case? Cass had multiple phones to include a burner phone. And then the morning of the incident, Cassie gave his address to Diddy when the break-in happened.
Yep. At 5:30 a.m., she gave Cudi's address to Diddy, which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, roughly, yeah. So government redirected Cudi. So government comes in and they said, Cass told Cudi that Diddy hit and kicked her. Cass was not carefree the day she talked to Cudi.
I didn't really like that line of questioning either.
Yeah, they were trying to show that, they were trying to say like, hey, but on the day that Cass called you, she was stressed out, right? But that was one day.
That's over the course of a year. High anxiety moment.
Yeah.
Of course she's going to be stressed out.
Yeah, but every other day before that, they never had problems. That's why Cudi was so taken aback by this whole situation. He had no idea that Diddy was still in the picture.
Right.
He didn't know.
He said that Diddy was calm in every interaction, and also Diddy said, I just wanted to have a conversation with you.
Yeah. So really what it comes down to, bro, is like Cass was playing both of them for real. Because this nigga didn't know anything. Both of them. She was being a 304. Okay. Let's see here. Cudi's relationship ended with Cass because of drama, and he wanted to give it space. Things were getting out of hand, according to him. He was concerned about him and Cassie's safety. He was worried because Diddy was violent. Cudi thought he was lying because when he and then they asked him, what did you think when Diddy told you he didn't know? And Cudi said he thought that he was lying about the car because
Yeah.
Diddy said, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about" when he mentioned the car. So is that yours? Is that yours?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's my God.
Let's see here. So next witness they brought up was Mylah Morales. Okay. So before I get into her, what do we got here? We got 2-5. All right, ninjas. We need 3,000 likes.
What is that?
3,000 likes, and we'll go ahead and get into the next witness. Okay. I'm giving y'all a stream from the airport. I'm not asking for nothing from y'all besides some likes on the video. Okay. Not asking y'all to pay, nothing like that. Smash that like button on YouTube. Okay. So we can continue to grow the channel. Guys, by the way, we are growing at a ridiculous rate. We are currently sitting at 259,000 subscribers. We're almost at 260. We're 500 away from 260. So we are cooking, chat. We are cooking. We're putting out a lot of content. We're working really hard out here. So do me a favor and like the video. After I do this, I am going to cover the Israel stuff, as you guys know. So yeah. Also, let me announce this, by the way, guys. On Instagram, there's an account called Fresh Fit Podcast. Okay, this is not us. I want to put this out there. This bullshit account is not us. They also have a Discord, and they're trying to scam people, saying, "Hey, look, you can come and be in the studio and hang out in the back." That is not true, and they're charging people money. So this is a scam. It's an Instagram account called Fresh Fit Podcast on Instagram. 4,000 followers. They are not us. Fuck those niggas. Okay? It is a scam, chat. It is a scam. It is a scam. And a bunch of people have tried to scam off our name before, man. It's actually fucking ridiculous and it pisses me off. So that is not us, guys. Okay? Want to put that out there for you guys. That is not us. Fresh Fit Podcast on Instagram is not us. The only accounts that we have, I think, only account really that we got is Fresh and Fit X, I think, and Myron Gaines X. Myron Gaines, no, Myron Gaines X is banned. Fed Reacts. See, I don't even know. Yeah, Fed Reacts is my account, guys. This is the only account that I'm using right now. Myron Gaines X is completely blacked out. Sorry, Fed Reacts. Wow, sorry. Fed Reacts is the account. Okay, completely blacked out. All right. So make sure to follow that one. Fed Reacts. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the testimony from Mylah Morales. Okay. So Mylah Morales, guys, let's get to 3,000 likes. I'm not going to stop the show though for it. So guys, let's get to 3,000. We got 6,000 plus of you guys in here. So shout out to you guys. Okay, Mylah Morales. Okay, celebrity makeup artist for Sean Combs. She called him Puff. Worked for him from 2000 to 2005. She went to other clients, Rihanna. She did makeup for Jennifer Lopez, Cassie, and many others. Met Cassie when she was 16 at a photo shoot in New York. She started to do her makeup, and she also started doing more makeup for her in 2007 when she was at Bad Boy. Did makeup for her also last time in 2021 during the COVID era. She's a few years older than Cassie. Looked at her as like a younger sister. Um, Saw her a few times a year. Found out that she dated Diddy back in 07, 08. She did Cass's makeup, at trailers, shoots, and on location. They had to show Cass's makeup to Diddy. Diddy was very picky about Cass's makeup when they were dating. Um, Saw injuries on Cass's face back in 2010 during Grammy weekend. So the story goes like this. Basically, Prince had a party at his house. Um, he did a photo shoot earlier that day, and or they did a photo shoot earlier in the day and went back to the Beverly Hills Hotel. It was a one-bedroom suite. So she fell asleep on the couch and she woke up to commotion. When she woke up, Cass walked into the room and Diddy quickly followed her. And what she remembers Diddy said was, "Where the fuck is she?" And then he followed her into her bedroom. And at that point, Diddy walked into the bedroom and closed the door. And Diddy followed her, or Cass went into her room. Diddy walked in. Where the fuck is she? Followed her into her room, closed the door. So Mylah Morales did not see what was going on, but what she did hear was yelling and screaming. She didn't know what to do. Diddy opened up the door and abruptly left. She didn't see anything because the door was closed. But when she walked inside, she saw Cassie had a swollen eye, a busted lip, and knots on her head. A medical. So she took her to her house. They stayed there for a few days. While they were there, they called her friend, who's a medical doctor, the next day to take a look at Cassie. The doctor suggested that she go to the ER. Cassie didn't want to go to the ER, and she also didn't want to call the police. So they didn't call the police. They didn't go to the ER. She spoke to Cass a few times a year. They never acknowledged this Grammy weekend. And she admitted to getting interviewed by multiple journalists, and she was paid $1,000 for rights to photos of Kim Porter. And this was on direct examination. Also, I think it's important that you guys know that she did makeup for her on the music video of Black and Yellow
Wiz Khalifa,
with
yeah.
Wiz Khalifa, which I was like, wait, I didn't even know Cassie was on that.
Yep.
Let me see here, because now I gotta double check. Because they're saying that Cassie was in that music video. Chat, maybe you guys can help a brother. I'm going through the video right now to see if she was in it.
See if I can get a still shot.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get a still shot as well. And this is, man, this came out years ago, bro. This came out a long time ago. Sad fact, I'm here to see Cassie makeup in the video. I'm looking at the comments. Niggas already know. Is she in here? Wait, I'm trying to find it. Chat, can you help me out here? Give us a timestamp when she's in. I'm fast forwarding this shit.
Is Khalifa.
Chat, can you give us a timestamp of when?
Here we go. I found it right here.
You found it? What's the timestamp?
Oh no, I don't have that. She's also in the Roll Up video with Wiz Khalifa. They did a song together.
She was in a roll-up video?
Right here, I found it.
In Black and Yellow, or the?
I found the picture from Black and Yellow.
Oh, okay. Let me see it.
Let me see if I can.
Or you can send it to me so I can show it to them.
You want me to do presentation mode and show it, or do you just want me to send it to you?
Just send it to me so I can show them on the.
Yeah, I'll text it to you. It's easier.
Or there's no timestamp?
No, I'm on. I found a picture.
Oh, hold on. I might have found it. Hold on. No, there's another chick. And this is a song if you guys are wondering.
This is before he became a quote-unquote gangster.
Oh, I think I saw her. Hold on. I think I might have saw her. Hold on. I don't want to get hit with the copyright because these niggas always be on some bullshit. I think I found the music video. Bro, this is so different with Khalifa back then. He's like shooting the shit in the hood and shit.
Yeah.
This is one of his first hits though, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Black and Yellow was his breakout song.
It was a breakout song, right?
Yeah.
No, this ain't her. Never mind.
I found it. Hold on.
You found it? You sent it to me?
I'm sending it to you right now.
Yeah, this makeup artist like did a lot of like big artists.
There you go. I sent it to you. To your phone.
Okay. Okay, this is actually what they showed in the music video.
Yeah.
This is what they showed in court. This was the exhibit they showed in court, guys.
W. Chad.
Yeah, this is not, dude. This is something else though.
What's that?
That
was a Black and Yellow video shoot. That's the makeup she did for it. That's what they showed in court.
Yeah, I know this is what they showed in court, but like I don't remember him even wearing this though.
Yeah, this apparently.
Was she in the music video?
That's what they said. That's what she said.
It must have been something else. All right.
So this is Paradise featuring Wiz Khalifa. So that's what she showed. Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
That's what they showed in court.
Oh, also they showed her Instagram too. Let me show you guys. Let me show. What was her name? Mylah Morales.
Yeah. She had a stupid spelling. MYLAH.
Oh, as MY.
MYLAH Morales.
MY.
Yeah, MYLAH MORALES. It's at Mylah Morales on Instagram.
Okay, here we go. Yep, here we go. This is her Instagram. So they were showing her Instagram on the thing, on cross-examination, which I'm gonna show you guys this here in a little bit. And she put Cassie's makeup here. May 1st.
It's a good marketing tactic.
Yep. Okay. So now cross-examination. She knew Cass way before Diddy. She introduced Cassidy to Ryan Leslie. That was an interesting fact. That was crazy.
That is crazy.
That this makeup artist, Mylah Morales, this is her, by the way, guys. She testified today. This is her. She's the one that introduced Cassie to Ryan Leslie. She knew her since she was 16, so that makes sense. She did Cassie's makeup for Black and Yellow with Khalifa. Showed a bunch of photos of Cassie with celebrities. So this is why they did this. They're trying to paint the defense tried to paint her as a clout chaser because you guys could see here, the first picture on her profile is who? Cassie, the one I showed you guys before, and this is from A Long Way to Go. Yeah, is this a music video for A Long Way to Go?
I don't know.
I didn't even know that this was the, and this is Cassie, as you guys can see. Yeah, I guess this is from A Long Way to Go, maybe, this music video. Way back in the day. But they showed this in court today. They showed some of these photos in court. So, anyway. So they stayed friends after she broke up with Diddy, and then they asked her, hey, you did CNN in May of 2024, you did an interview with Don Lemon, you did an interview with Extra TV, you did an interview with Pierce Morgan, you did an interview with a documentary about Combs. She did 2 interviews about Diddy, two documentaries about Diddy. She made 8 appearances on TV total. They asked her, did you get paid for these interviews? She said no, besides the 1,000 she made selling the rights to Kim Porter's photos. And then she said that she declined all interviews after that. Then the defense kind of got her. They said, well, didn't you ask the AUSAs for permission to do Dateline? And she said, no, I don't think so. And then they showed her like a picture, or they basically refreshed her memory by showing her like documents. And she was like, oh, yeah, I did. So, you know, a little iffy there. Let's see here. And she also was reimbursed $250 for therapy. And that was pretty much it. Government didn't redirect. The reason why they brought Mylah Morales in, and I caught on to this, if you guys remember during Cassie's testimony, she admitted that she went to one of Prince's parties. Prince threw a party during a Grammy weekend where he was hosting he was doing a music he was performing in the basement of his house. And Cassie got the invite, but she didn't tell Diddy, so she went with her friend, Carrie Morgan. And Diddy saw her there, and she ran out. So if you guys remember, the reason why they brought Mylah in was to give you guys the backstory on what happened after Diddy caught up to her when she went to that Prince party and went and saw that performance. So that's why they brought Mylah in.
Okay.
Now, obviously, the defense beat her up about that a little bit, saying that she's a clout chaser because she did all these interviews. But they brought Mylah in, the prosecution did, to corroborate Cassie's story. You're going to say something?
No, continue. I sent it to you.
Okay. So that's why they brought Mylah in. Because I know some of you guys are like, why would they bring in her makeup artist? That was why. Because she confirmed that story. And she's another person that saw the violence. So the next witness they brought in, guys, was a dude named Frederick Zemmour, okay? And this guy, Frederick Zemmour, government witness, this guy was off facts. They brought him in basically to establish hotel stuff. So this guy worked for the Beverly Hills Hotel, general manager of the L'Hermitage Hotel.
Check your phone, by the way, but yeah.
Okay. The L'Hermitage Hotel.
My team is watching too, so they're also doing sleuth work.
Okay. What's this picture?
That's Cassie on the shirt.
Oh, okay, chat. So shout out to your people. So Cassie's on his shirt.
That's actually my fiance. Shout out to my fiance.
Your fiance sent that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's a big supporter of the show, by the way. What's her name?
Kristen.
Kristen. Shout out to you, Kristen. I've heard good things about you. You're a big supporter of the show. Yeah. So, guys, shout out to Kristen for getting us this. So, yeah, Cassie's on this shirt. What the fuck?
Yeah. Crazy
Okay.
shit. So
yo, you think he smashed, bro?
Of course he did.
Yeah, this nigga smashed.
He ain't gonna tell nobody though, because
he ain't gonna tell. Yeah,
the Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, he don't want a Molotov cocktail on his shit too. That nigga likes to smoke, but not smoke like that.
Not that type of smoke, nah.
Bruh, what the fuck, man? Anyway, okay, that makes sense. Let's see here. Okay, so they brought this guy, Frederick Zemmour, in. He was the general manager of the hotel. I'm summarizing for y'all. Basically, this guy talked about how they have an operating system called Opera, and this operating system tracks every single reservation that's made and the people that reserve it. And the long story short for you guys, because there was a lot of boring testimony, but the reason why they brought him in was for this. Diddy used multiple names, as well as Cassie, when booking hotels. One of the names was Obviously, we know Jackie Starr is Cassie, Frank Black, Frank White, Sean Combs, also Ryan Garcia or some shit like that. Ryan Lopez was another name that he used. So the reason why they brought him in was to show all the reservations that he made in the hotel since 2006, all the way up until like 2020, where he was using different names and different credit cards and all this other stuff. Another interesting thing from that came from this testimony chat was that um, KK, his manager, she would, if they wanted to, she would authorize an extra $1,000 in damages. So they knew Diddy was gonna fuck up these hotels, so they had like another $1,000 frozen there in case there was damages to the hotel. So that was what they brought him in for. He basically came in to testify about the different names that Diddy uses: Frank Black, Frank White, Jackie Starr for Cassie, and then a new one which is Ryan Lopez. That's what he came in for. And then the defense did not cross-examine him. Now, guys, when they bring people in like this, typically that are coming in to testify to the authenticity of records, they typically never get cross-examined by the defense because it's all factual. So his testimony wasn't long. How long was he on the stand? Like maybe
Very short.
20 minutes?
20 minutes tops.
20, 30 minutes at most. And he basically explained the operating system that the hotel uses and the names that they had. And everything was, as he was testifying, they were showing documents, guys. So he didn't get really pushed too much. His name was Frederick Zemmour. Had a really rough accent. Nigga was hard to understand.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Yeah, but yeah, he works for the L'Hermitage Hotel at 9291 Brighton Road or Hills or something like that in 90210 area code.
She wanted to tell the attorney from the government wanted to tell him, yo, I need you to fix yourself. But he was like, she was like, can you just talk into the mic better, please?
Yeah. Nobody understood that nigga, bro. Okay, I was just checking the battery. We good. We're at 22%, but I got the battery's going fine. So let's see here. And then this is going to be important why Frank Black was important. We're going to talk about that here in a second. So the next person that came in, guys, was Special Agent Joshua Croft. Okay. So HSI Special Agent, he's also a certified forensic agent. Forensic agent, guys, he does a forensic analysis on the stuff. And he went in and explained. You want to talk about this because this is your background?
Yeah,
He explained how they extract data from phones. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so basically what he was saying was they were extracting data from computers. They found two MacBook Pros, one MacBook Air. They were all old though. And he was able to extract data from all three. Only some of the data from the third one, the last one, because the last one had bad hard drive sectors, meaning that
Yeah, there you go. Now they can see you.
oh yeah, so meaning that part of the hard drive didn't work, or was damaged. So he was able to extract data from all three, partial data from the third one from the unallocated space, and then the middle one though, the MacBook Air, which is the interesting one. The MacBook Air is the one where they had two accounts on there. They had a guest account and they had was it Frank White or Frank Black? I don't remember.
Hold on, I got it written down.
I think it was the Frank White.
It was it was the
MacBook Air, I believe, right?
Yeah, one was a MacBook Air that was operable. Yeah, it was the MacBook Air.
Yes.
It had two different
accounts.
profiles, one guest and then one Frank Black.
Yeah, one Frank Black. So he had to get the warrant for the Frank Black. He
Yes.
let them know, but he was able to get
because and also the other important thing, guys, is the other thing you guys need to know is Cassie provided the three laptops to HSI. So Special Agent Sean Quinn took the laptops from Cassie and then he brought them to Croft to be analyzed. Now, Cassie signed what's called a consent to search form on the three laptops. But once they came across this one laptop that had Frank Black, knowing it was Diddy from the hotel records, that's why these hotel records are important now, chat, right? They went ahead and they got a search warrant. So these guys were fucking thorough on that. They didn't use the consent search because at that point, Diddy has a reasonable ground to, have a reasonable expectation of privacy. And this works with REP. So let me explain this for you guys real quick. When it comes to the Fourth Amendment, right? A lot of times when it comes to the Fourth Amendment, the question is there a reasonable expectation of privacy? If there is a reasonable expectation of privacy, you need a warrant. So even though Cassie signed a consent to search form for these three laptops that were in her possession, once they opened up one of the laptops and it showed that it was Frank Black, and then there was a guest one, you can make the inference, well, Frank Black, we know, is Diddy from the course of our investigation. So he's going to have a reasonable expectation of privacy to this laptop, even though it was in Cassie's possession. So out of an abundance of caution, they could have probably went in it with a consent to search, but they're like, yo, this is a big case. We don't want to get this stuff thrown out in a suppression hearing. So what they did was they went ahead and got a search warrant. And we found that out when the AUSAs did their redirect. But yeah, basically he was explaining the different software, TXI. Long story short, they use a database called Digital Collect. They use two programs. One called Digital Collector and another one called TX1. That's the data that they use. That's the software that they use to extract the stuff off of the laptops. And after it's extracted from the laptops, it goes into a program called Axiom Examiner. And what Axiom Examiner does, guys, is it puts all the information in a readable format for a report for prosecution so that agents could go through it. And his job, he didn't go through shit. He's a forensic agent. So these forensic agent guys, a lot of times they're in child pornography groups, CP groups. They get the stuff because every agent typically that's in a CP group is a CFA or certified forensic agent. They got to go to training and stuff like that. But they like, let's say, okay, so let's say I'm agent, right? I'm the guy that's running the Diddy case. I get these laptops. I want them analyzed, or excuse me, I want forensic reports. So I take the laptops to this guy, Croft. Croft takes the laptops, he extracts them for me, right? And after he extracts them for me, oh, is the camera flip back on me? My bad.
No, it's on you.
It was on me.
It
Right?
was just
Okay.
a little.
So
the battery went down, so quality changed a little bit, but it's back now.
So is it good now?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So after the what's it called? Shit. Are we back?
No, we're good.
Okay.
You were talking about TXI, all the software,
Yeah.
Axiom, the image.
So after Croft gets the laptops, and he gets a consent to search form or he gets a search warrant, which because they're not going to dump the laptops unless they got a consent to search form or they have a search warrant. So once they get that, they make a copy of it, then they put it in, and then they start extracting the stuff. Once they extract the stuff, they create this report. Then they give it back to Quinn, who then gives it to his analyst, and then they go. The forensic agents, they typically don't go through the stuff unless they're like the case agent or they're intimately involved in the investigation. But 9 out of 10 times, they're just doing extraction, giving you a report, and leaving you on your way. So when it came to Croft, he didn't know anything about the case in particular. He just did the extraction. They asked him how the extraction worked and what action reports are. So it was he was more of a subject matter expert and an informative a witness versus a witness that they can attack on credibility. Does that make sense, chat?
All
Give me
he
one
did was
that makes
take.
sense.
All he did was take data off the computers and supply it to someone else in HSI.
Yeah, that's literally all he did. He basically took the stuff off and gave it back to the case agent and the guys from the human trafficking group. That's what he did. Let's see here. So, let's see here. Should I plug this thing? What's the battery on the phone?
You see, the battery on the phone is 19%.
19%. When do you think we should plug it in?
Probably 10.
At 10?
Yeah.
All right. Because the only thing that sucks is that once I plug it in, the mics aren't going to come in as much.
Yeah.
The audio is going to change. The audio is going to get a little bit worse because it's going to be in this open thing. But it's quiet in here, so it's not that big.
Quiet.
So, yeah.
Did
I freeze again?
Now you froze and came back a few times.
I froze and came back. You know what? It's probably the battery on the phone then.
Yeah, that's why I checked.
All right, let's plug this shit in right now then.
You got a
Yeah, guys, audio might not be as good, so give me 1 sec. I'm gonna plug it in for just a little bit, just so that we can get. Can I use this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
This wire. All right, guys. So I'm gonna plug this. All right. I plugged the phone in, so we'll probably get a little bit less freeze. So, guys, audio is not going to be as good for a little bit. Give me ones in the chat if you guys can still hear me okay. But now we should be better because I put the phone on a power bank. I wish I had one of those power banks that like I can connect to the back. I don't have one. Unless you got a magnetic one.
I might.
If you got a magnetic one, then we can be good. But if not, then it is what it is.
Audio hasn't changed apparently.
Audio is the same?
Huh.
That's fucking weird.
Can they connect to Bluetooth?
Huh?
Those can't connect to Bluetooth, right? The Rode?
Nah, not these. It's fine though. We'll let this thing rock. They're saying the audio is better?
Oh.
Really?
Interesting.
That's weird. That's impossible because they were able to hear me. If I walk away from this phone right now, they're not going to hear me as good. Because they were able to hear me good over there when I was like doing the whole Diddy thing.
No, I don't have it.
Here, give me your mic. I'll put on here to charge for a little bit.
I wonder if your iPhone's on omnidirectional mode.
It might be. I don't know. Oh, do you got the magnet?
What's the magnet at?
Probably fell in your shirt.
Where's the light? I just clipped that bitch on.
Oh, you clipped it on?
Yeah, I just clipped it.
Yeah, there should be a magnet. It's fine. We'll find it after. But yeah, quality is good now. I think the camera's
okay.
crooked though. Fix this shit real quick for you guys. Is it crooked or looks good on my side? Or maybe raise it a little bit. I don't know.
It is.
Sorry, guys. Quick little.
Yep, it's better. There you go.
Switcheroo now. Okay. Okay. Audio's fine. All right. Awesome. Good. 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 Okay. All right. So we got. Yeah. So we covered the agent, and yeah, that's it. So that completes today's testimony, guys. So we're at 16 witnesses, guys. 16 witnesses. So we got to figure out what we're gonna do as far as the next thing is figuring out who the next witness is. They're gonna resume court on Tuesday. I think the witness is probably gonna be Mia, bro. That's what I think.
Has to be.
It has to be, right? Like I don't think there's anything else that we can really. What the fuck's gonna happen? Right?
Yeah, they don't. I mean, there's nobody else because. I mean, she's a star witness at this point. We don't know who she is. They're trying to build up suspense, but this woman is.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna be able to confirm all of Cassie's stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Because now you can make the argument Cassie just wanted clout and all this other shit, but at least with this new chick, she's not a celebrity, right? So that's what they're gonna say is like, oh, she's not a celebrity, so it is what it is. Okay.
We got some.
Yeah, let's read some chats and then I'm gonna get into the Israel story.
So we got this one, DJ Core. So finally, what happened to Bieber? Usher's bleedings. Meek Mill in the pool with Diddy. That's speculative stuff. No one's talking about that in court.
Yeah, they didn't mention shit about Bieber or Diddy, and I think Bieber's team came out and said, that they're not in, like it has nothing to do with Diddy never abused them is what they're saying.
And then we got
honestly, I'll keep it 1,000 with you guys. A lot of this Diddy stuff has been sensationalized. Court has provided like a lot of context out of this stuff, man. And if I'm keeping it 1,000 with you guys, like so far, basically Diddy's a pervert with like Cassie and this other chick.
Yeah.
And he does these freak offs. Like people think that he's doing the shit at the Diddy parties. He's really not, bro. It was him doing this stuff with Cassie and having her have sex with other escorts. Yeah, male escorts. So like
that's what blew my mind. It wasn't Diddy parties.
It wasn't
Diddy and Cassie after the party, or when they traveled from state to state. It wasn't a whole bunch of people fucking Jennifer Lopez in the bed with Matthew Broderick and this.
Yeah, it wasn't what people thought.
It wasn't like that
at all. It's like that. It's like a big fucking disappointment.
Is this nigga beat his meat to Cassie getting baby oil rubbed on her?
Yeah, really, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
So it's not as sensationalized as people thought.
Chip Tooth.
Okay.
Good reporting for $2.
Okay, appreciate that, bro.
And then you got another one from DJ Core for $1. The Celebrite device allows to recover fully deleted data. Asking for a friend.
It does.
Yep.
It does. And actually, you want to explain to them real quick how this dude was able to recover it? Because some of this stuff was deleted on one of the laptops. It was actually laptop number
3.
It had physical damage. Yeah. No, that's the one that had physical damage.
So laptop number. It
was laptop 1.
Laptop 1 had the deleted data. So yeah, even when you delete data from a laptop.
You want to flip it on you?
Oh yeah. My bad. All right. So even when you delete data from a hard drive, right? Be it a solid state hard drive or a regular hard drive.
Wait, give me your background real quick on this stuff so they know.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're probably like, why is this nigga talking about this?
Oh, yeah. So I've been doing IT my whole life, 20 years. I've been 20 years in the business. I was just an IT manager for Housing Works. I've been for the Board of Education. I did it for various programs, and I taught some IT. So professional. I got my CCNA when I was 18. I was just showing Myron my old high school transcripts with that shit on it, the networking classes. So yeah, that's my background. I have a pretty extensive background. I did some cybersecurity stuff as well. So basically what happens is even if you delete data off the hard drive, it's going to have that's called unallocated space. When it's not initiated or format, it's going to be unallocated space, right? But if you don't zero out the data on the sectors, then you can always pull data, you know, because it's bits and bytes, right? And it's binary, so 1 0. You can always pull the data off. So that's what they were able to do. It was unallocated space on the first one, and they were able to pull, you know, he was able to pull and extract data from that using the T1X. And then the on the other one,
Or
that had,
TX1,
yeah,
yeah.
TX1, my bad.
Same shit.
And then it had damage on the other one. The third one had damage to the hard drive, which and it he said I was sitting next to Myron in the court, and he said that there was clicking, and I immediately said bad sectors, and he said bad sectors right after I said that.
And it was damaged too, like broken.
Yeah, damaged. He said it looks like it's been dropped, not like damaged with a hammer. Like it looks like it's been dropped, you know, beaten up.
And it had a CD-ROM. So these were old laptops. All of them were like 2010, 2011,
Yeah, it
2012.
was the A128 something. So that it was all MacBook Pros. So they were old, like you said, like 2012, 2010. And so that one had a spinning hard drive, metal one, not like the solid state hard drives, which are basically like the chips that you see, the M.2 hard drive. So it had an old school fat hard drive and bad sectors, meaning that it had damage to it, but he was able to extract enough data off of it, and he gave that over to um, the rest of the other department of HSI as well.
All right. And guys, do me a favor, like the video, ninjas. There's 5,000 plus you guys watching on YouTube, and then like another 1.2 on Rumble. Shout out to all you guys. Then we got 64. You guys over on Castle Club? Shout out to you guys on Castle Club. I'll be back home tonight. Anything else, bro?
I think that was it. I mean,
That was it. Okay.
there was that, and there was no
For
real
super
anticipation.
chats.
Oh, for super chats, yeah. No, that was it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you just got another one.
Okay.
Mail of Culture, $5. Is it crazy that the narrative is Cassie is somehow a victim? She is just as evil as him. Women have quality, which means equal responsibility. So, but he meant to say
That's what we, bro. You need to tune into yesterday's episode, bro.
Yeah.
You need to watch. You literally need to watch yesterday's episode. We talked about this in detail when it comes to psychology, quickly moving into being cucked. Matter of fact, Chad brought this right here. This is the DSM, aka the Pokedex of niggas being retarded, for lack of a better term. And yeah, do you want to show them the page real quick of what you were talking about? Because I know you said that there was something that you were talking about where the women were taking over in that other guide. If you could show me.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah. So he also brought this to the courtroom as well to show me
from the annual meeting.
Yeah. So this these are the APA meetings or whatever that they have. Can you find the page real quick?
Yeah, I'll find the page.
Yeah, where like to show them like the fucking looniness that's going on, like some of these meetings that they got going on, bro. I'm telling you, man, psychology is being cucked by women, chat. And if you again, guys, we did a real good episode on this yesterday. You know, please go check it out. We did this in fucking
Here we go. Here's one
detail
right
for you ninjas.
Right here, they always try to protect niggas.
You want
right?
You want to flip it on your side?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll show. So here's one right here. I'll read it for you. You can see it. Let's see if you can see it. It's here in the top right corner. I'll get kind of close and I'll pull back. Can't really get it in focus. It's the front camera, but I'll read it to you. It says the unconscious roots of racial bias, new perspectives and implications for psychotherapeutic care and training. Because what they're saying is that there are unconscious racial roots and racial bias all over the place, and we need to figure out how to fix that because that's our fault. You have guarding both your mind and body,
Clown world, bro.
harnessing. Oh my God, long hauler psychiatric syndromes for people who work too hard. Is climate change? Climate change has nothing to do with psychiatry. This is what I mean. This is ridiculous. There's too many. There's too many in here. Residents' perspectives on a digital kaleidoscope of LGBTQ plus mental well-being in the age of social media. What the fuck is that? Like it's just ridiculous. So, and that's just a little taste. They have a lot of things that they're trying to do, and as you can see, like I said yesterday, I was at the meeting last year. Of course, I go every year. This is the American Psychiatric Association annual meeting. So this is what they were handing out at the meeting, and this is the guide to see where you want to go. Session keynotes. Oh, look at this motherfucker! Look who opened this keynote session.
Anderson Cooper, of course. Bro, we're cooked, man.
Of course.
Bro, we're fucking cooked, man. Holy. So, okay. I'm back on?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll start it off with this. Here's your boy Benjamin Netanyahu. What does he say? Here, let me. No, hold on. Make this big for y'all ninjas. Okay. Let me increase the volume.
Free Palestine is just today's version of Heil Hitler.
So basically, guys, what we got going on here
Free Palestine.
is, so you got this guy, right? And I'm going to read this from the New York Times, okay? Because I like to read liberal media for you guys, because if you can read it from liberal media, it makes it even funnier. Israelis stunned by DC shooting, fear backlash over Gaza war. Political leaders pointed fingers at each other, suggesting that their opponents were responsible for the rise in anti-Semitism and criticism of Israel. And this was updated 5 hours ago, May 22nd, 2025. Israel's reacted with shock and horror on Thursday to the killing of 2 Israeli embassy employees at an event in Washington, D.C., which Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called an appalling anti-Semitic murder. The shooting took place as the 2 aides were leaving an event organized by the American Jewish Committee at the Capitol Jewish Museum on Wednesday. The police said that they had arrested a suspect in connection with the killings who had shouted, "Free, free Palestine," after he was taken into custody. The attack seemed likely to feed into growing worries among Israelis that the world had become far more hostile to them living and traveling abroad since the war in Gaza began more than a year and a half ago. I know you got like multiple phones, bro. Can we show one where we got the guy that was yelling "Free, free Palestine" on YouTube real quick?
Yep.
And I'll show it to them on screen as I have the article here and I'm reading it. Guys, we're doing a makeshift desktop stream here, niggas. We got like multiple phones making shit happen. You know, we got chat on the ones and twos. Thank you, bro, by the way, for helping me out with this, with running chat in the back.
Thank you, man.
And running the help you with the super chats, as well as also help me get this fucking nice ass Wi-Fi room here, so we can do this stream for you guys. So, and I got to end stream here soon too, guys.
Yeah,
So
I just want you to read that real quick.
You want me to read this? Okay.
Yeah. Where is it? Let me see if I could.
And the guy's name also is, what's this nigga's name? He's a Hispanic guy.
I'm gonna put it like this.
The victims are Yaron Lishinsky and Sarah Lynn Milgram. And the shooter, oh shit, interesting. Interesting.
But yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah.
No worries. The shooter's name is Elias Rodriguez. There we go. 31 years old. So anyway, going back to the article.
Free Palestine. Do you...
Type in Elias Rodriguez and it's going to show up. It's when he got arrested by DCPD or DC Metropolitan. He got arrested by them like this morning, I think, or late last night. So the attack seemed likely to feed into growing worries about Israelis that the world had become far more hostile to them living and traveling abroad since the war in Gaza began. Oh, you got it?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was showing him the picture.
Oh, that's the guy. Yeah. Do you have the video of him like getting arrested and shit?
Yeah,
you can pull it up real quick. Sorry, guys, we don't got a desktop here, so we're like pulling out phones and showing y'all what's going on, but you know it's all good. Okay, the Israeli Foreign Ministry has identified the victims as Sarah Lynn Milgram, who is responsible for organizing missions and visits to Israel, and Yaron Lashinsky, a researcher in the political department. Yashil later, the Israeli ambassador to the United States, said that they were a couple about to be engaged. Now, let me make this extremely clear, guys. All right, violence is never the answer. It never is. And honestly, if you care about the people of Palestine, if you care about Gaza, if you care about what's going on, killing innocent people doesn't help the cause, because all you're doing is allowing you're allowing Israel to perpetrate the victim narrative. You're able to allow them to perpetrate the oh, we need to defend ourselves. See, anti-Semitism is on the rise. Look, we need to make these anti-Semitism laws. Oh, we need to curb free speech. Oh, look, we need to do this. We need to do that. Every time you commit an act of violence, you fuck it up, man. You fuck it up. We don't attack this with violence. We attack this with our brains. We attack this with our money. We attack this with our resources. We attack this with our voices. We take a stand against this. We don't need to use violence, okay, to be able to bring awareness to this problem. And anytime you use violence, you set the agenda back literally 10,000 feet, man. Okay? Violence is never the answer, guys. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, well, you got to make something happen. No, man. No, no. Use your platform, use your voice, use your education, use your money, use your resources, use your influence. That is how you make a change, man. Okay? Because when senseless violence like this happens, you make everybody look bad. You make the whole movement look bad when it comes to helping the Palestinian people. This doesn't help. Now look at Benjamin Netanyahu. You know what he's going to do with this, guys? He's going to use this to justify any type of legislation in the future for anti-Semitism, etc. Guys, Project Esther, I've talked about this a million times before. Project Esther is something that was put in place back in 2024. A lot of people don't even remember it. But Project Esther, and I talked about this actually last year. All of you guys that follow me on Twitter, you guys know I've been talking about Project Esther for damn near a year now at this point. Okay? And it's basically a movement, okay? It was written by the Heritage Foundation to what the fuck is hold on, my bad. It was basically like Project 2025. It was an initiative to combat anti-Semitism in the United States. And guess what's going on right now? We're implementing a lot of the stuff that Project Esther is implementing, or that Project Esther proposed back then. The anti-Semitism bills with going after college students and getting them off the campuses that are opposing Israel. Leveraging the U.S. government and using the full resources of law enforcement at the federal level to combat this anti-Semitism, right? Now, the FBI is investigating this as a terrorism act, right? By this guy, Elias. They're more than likely going to, because I know Pam Bondi did a press conference this morning talking about where the Attorney General for the District of Columbia is going to prosecute this to the full-fledged of the law, okay? They're probably going to go after him for terrorism on this, okay? So if you guys want to oppose the Israeli state, if you guys want to oppose the genocide, the ethnic cleansing that's going on right now, you're not going to do it through violence, guys. Okay? I'm telling you guys, man. I'm telling you. If you're pro-Palestine, if you want to speak for the Palestinian people, or let's say you don't care about Middle Eastern foreign policy, you just oppose Israeli occupation of the U.S. government, fine. Whatever your cause is, violence is never the answer. Okay? It's never the answer. It only exacerbates the problem, okay? Because I'm telling you guys, Benjamin Netanyahu is going to use this literally as an excuse to go to war. And he's going to use it as an excuse to take your fucking rights away. What you guys have basically done, not you guys, but this idiot, Elias, whatever his name is, Elias Rodriguez, screaming free Palestine before shooting these two innocent people, this couple, right? He's fucked it up for everybody. He, instead of using his voice and his brain, he decided to use a gun like a moron. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. And here's the other thing, too. If you want to sit there and say, look, it's wrong what they're doing, they're killing innocent people, you are no better by doing the same shit. You are no better. And it's amazing. I don't want to be sitting here like fucking on like a virtual, like on a high horse talking about this shit. But it's like crazy that I have to have this discussion because, guys, the ADL right now, you know what Jonathan Greenblatt is doing? He went on CNN earlier today, and he blamed this on Hassan Piker.
Ooh, who did that?
Jonathan Greenblatt, the head of the ADL.
What?
He went on CNN today, and he blamed this on Hassan Piker.
What happened to Hassan, right?
What?
When he tried to come back into the country?
Oh, yeah, they stopped him at the airport.
They
stopped him at the airport.
Yeah.
And they held him there.
They questioned him, too.
So, look, you guys know, I don't agree with Hassan on anything. I'm the opposite spectrum of him, right? He's on the far left. You guys can consider me far right, whatever the fuck it may be. But we agree on this issue because it's so fucking terrible what's going on over there in the Middle East. And whether you oppose Israel from the perspective of they're occupying our country and they're putting us into war, or you oppose it from the humanitarian perspective of they're killing innocent people. I come at it from both sides. I dislike both things that they're doing. They're killing innocent people, and we're paying for it, making us look terrible, while we cover for them diplomatically at the UN, while we support them economically with giving them aid, and we're supporting them militarily by giving them the THAAD, giving them the 2,000-pound bombs, and we're literally supporting and pushing this ethnic cleansing that they're doing, because they're going to occupy Gaza. They literally talked about, I think today, news came out where Netanyahu said, we're going to control Gaza. What does that mean? That means that the Palestinians that are there, they're going to kick them out of Gaza, guys. They're going to turn that whole strip into a beach resort, okay? So, again, I hate that I even had to have this conversation or come off on like a high horse telling you guys that violence is never the answer, but I guess I have to do this. Guys, violence is never the answer. And this is what they want. Here's the other thing I also want to tell you guys. The guy that was killed, he wasn't even Jewish. He was Christian. He was Christian. I'll show you guys the tweet. Shout out to Jake Shields for finding this. He wasn't even Jewish. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. When they do stupid shit like this, what ends up happening is, here he is. A Christian who served in the IDF. You guys see that, the highlighted part? Can they see that, or is it blurry?
You can see it now. A Christian who served in the IDF and dedicated his life to Israel and Zionism.
He wasn't even Jewish, but guess what they're going to do with this? They're going to use it and they're going to use it to justify anti-Semitism laws and anti-Semitism bills. Because this Elias Rodriguez guy is a fucking retard that couldn't use the power of his tongue and decided to take the cheap way out and use the power of a gun. Ridiculous. Killed innocent people. The very thing he's protesting against, he did. Guys, if we're going to fight back against this, we're going to do it with our influence. We got to do it with our money. We got to do it with boycotting. That's how we do it. No violence, guys. Please, man. No violence, man. And guess what? They're going to use this to go to war with Iran, too. When I saw this news break this morning, or late last night, I was like, dude, watch them blame this on Iran some way. And the guy's not even Jewish. But you got Benjamin Netanyahu over here saying anti-Semitism.
Free Palestine is just today's version of Heil Hitler.
That's what it is, bro. That's where we are, chat. That is where we are. All right, let me look at some super chats here. Some idiot said I'm folding. Bro, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Grego, if you want violence, bro, get the fuck off my chat, bro. Honestly, dude.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
If you're one of these bitch ass niggas that want to sit here and talk about using violence, bro, to deal with this problem, get the fuck out of my chat.
I explain,
bro, honestly.
Why,
Yeah, go
how
ahead.
stupid it is?
These niggas are retarded, bro.
Let me explain how stupid this is. I'll put the camera on me for a second.
Yeah, go ahead. Violence is never the answer.
Violence
Fuck
is
these niggas that over here
because-
talking about violence. Retards.
You guys want to have fun. You guys think violence is fun, right? It takes a man who's never known war to always boast about war. You know what I'm saying? When you know war, you know fighting, you know how hard it is to be a man. You don't want to do that. You don't want smoke all the time. You want to be low key. You want to take care of your family and your people. When you do violence like this, when you commit violent acts like this, what you do is you mitigate all the progress that was made, and then you impede any further progress that could have been made. So what that means is that you're going to set yourself back, and not only set yourself back, you're going to cut yourself off from being able to move forward at all. So it's not like 10 steps forward, 2 steps back. It's 10 steps forward, 10 steps back, and then there's a roadblock in front of you. Violence is never the answer. What is it going to do? If you're mad at me and I'm mad at you, and I hurt one of you, what does that do? It does absolutely nothing. It doesn't solve the problem. You have to talk about the problem. One of the biggest problems we have in this society is that people can't have differentiating opinions and then speak about it. Differentiated opinions, you speak about your opinion, you say your piece, I understand your piece, I go and research, you do the same thing, vice versa. We come back, we figure it out, we negotiate, we find the best common ground, because if we find a commonality, then we can work from the commonality. The commonality here is that people in Palestine should not be getting murdered, killed, and they should be genocided. That doesn't make any sense. So that's the commonality. It's the common ground we should all have, right? If we can talk from the commonality without taking emotional standpoints and using our emotion to fuel our rage and anger, throw ad hominem attacks, kill people, then we might be able to get to a solution. However, because we can't do that, because people can't speak from a place of commonality, because people don't have emotional control, unfortunately, it boils over to things like this. And it's because of tribalism, number one. And that's the last thing I'm going to say. Tribalism. Tribalism is the biggest driving factor. We have a natural tendency for tribalistic. We like to be in a tribe. We like to be in a group. We like that. So now we have two groups, heavy tribalism going on. People want to fight. People want to do this. Then you get radical things, and you get people like this guy, or you get people like the dude who tried to kill Candace Owens. It's absolutely ridiculous, just because of a differentiating opinion. Violence is never the answer. It doesn't solve anything. We need to talk, like Myron was saying. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and the other thing too, because some of you idiots are in here saying like, oh, folding, whatever. Okay, man, fine. Let me tell you this. You go ahead, you commit an act of violence, then you go to jail. Then what? Then what? You can't do nothing. You're useless. You're useless. So not only did you send activism backwards, now you're in jail. Stupid fuck. So you hurt your family, you hurt yourself, you hurt the movement. It's a literally a L for everybody. It doesn't benefit anybody. Okay. So for the idiots in here saying, "Oh yeah, folding whatever," all right, bro. You go ahead and do what the fuck you want to do. Go to jail, go to federal prison like a fucking retard while I'm out here using my voice, using my platform, bringing awareness to this problem and inspiring people to do boycotts, inspiring people to talk about this, inspiring people to bring awareness to this. Because this is not going to be done by one person. This is going to be done by millions of people standing together. And here's the other thing too. Someone said boycotts don't matter. Are you fucking stupid? They've bankrupted so many places in the Middle East that support Israel. They've bankrupted KFCs, McDonald's, etc. A bunch of them all over the fucking world, bro. So boycotts absolutely do work. It's actually one of the best ways to do things because when you hit them in their pockets, then they start fucking listening. It's one of the best ways to actually deal with problems. So look, dude, you guys want to go ahead and sit here and be on some fucking violent shit? Fuck y'all niggas, man. Honestly. Because you don't do anything besides set the message back, set the movement back, and then your dumbass goes to jail. Your dumbass hurts your family. Your dumbass ends up fucking yourself up, and then you silence yourself like a fucking moron. So go ahead, do what y'all want to do. But I'm not for that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fight these people with my fists. I'm gonna fight them with my brand. I'm gonna fight them with my influence, and I'm gonna go ahead and win in the realm of the battle of ideas. Okay? The battle of ideas. That's where we need to take this. All right, you want to oppose Israel? Cool. Use your brain. Let's do it intellectually. Let's fucking stand together, do it from an intelligent perspective, and change some minds. I've been able to do it pretty well here on YouTube. I've been able to do it pretty well on Rumble. Wake a bunch of guys up. A bunch of you guys watching right now. Y'all niggas didn't even know what Zionism was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I told you guys what it was, right? So again, this is a problem. Obviously this guy is a liberal. He's a wild leftist. And I've said this before. Leftists are always more violent than Republicans and conservatives every single time. He's a fucking retard, this dude. So yeah. But see how they're spinning it already? One of the guys that was killed, he isn't even Jewish, but they're trying to say that this is anti-Semitism. He was a Christian, man. He was a Christian. This guy killed a fucking Christian guy.
It's sad, man.
So yeah, anyway. Yeah, so this guy Funky Coward Red Pill. Fuck you, nigga. Fucking retard, bro. I hate some of these guys that be in chat, bro.
Yeah.
Like these niggas, bro. Like, and the dude's talking all this shit, and he's on an Anon account, bro. Hey, Funky. You know what? Let me put the feet to the fire. What would you do to solve this problem? Go ahead, Funky. Tell us, you fucking dumbass. Some of you Anon niggas are retards. No. Don't time him out. Don't time him out. Let's see what he's got to say. Do not time him out, bro. Man story, what would you do? And Gordon Bapella, go ahead. The niggas that are saying, Myron, you're scared, and then Gordon Bapella switching up like, yeah, because I'm saying don't fucking hurt innocent people. Go ahead, bro. Tell me what you guys would do. Gordon Bapella and let's see here. Yeah, I want to see what y'all niggas would do. Gordon Bapella, instead of saying Myron switching up like, yay, tell the chat what you would do. How'd you deal with this problem? And man story. Go ahead, bro. Yep, niggas that can't say nothing. I knew it. Niggas can't say nothing, bro. You see him in the chat?
Nope.
Yeah, I see him in the chat. They can't. They literally have no solution, bro.
That's what I mean by nope.
Yeah, these niggas got
solution.
no fucking solution, bro. Fucking retards. We could put the mic back in.
There's so listen to this take right here.
Hold on.
Oh, here we go. I see.
Yeah, we got mics now.
This take right here is pretty interesting.
Hold on. So, chat, you guys should be able to hear me even when I walk away over here. You guys should be able to hear me fine. Test 1 2 3. You guys should be able to hear me fine. Do you guys hear me still? Give me ones in the chat or O// to the chat if you guys can hear me still when I'm off camera. Go ahead, chat. What are you gonna say?
Let me see. Someone said to take away all the nukes. They said nah, homie.
They can't hear me?
We can't hear. Hold on, let me see. It might just be the Let's see your iPhone. Where's the microphone settings?
The microphone setting?
Yeah, see if you could do the microphone settings and change it to the.
That's
It should
weird.
be here. It should be. You should be able to hold this. You set it.
No, that's it.
There's no setting for the.
God damn it, this shit pissed me off, bro. Oh, audio controls.
Yeah, keep going.
Test, test, test. Bruh.
This is mute. Unknown. What's unknown? That's unknown participant. That's just a camera. Oh, maybe that.
That's fine, whatever. Okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
Some bullshit's happening.
They can hear though.
Yeah, they can hear, which is fine. All right. What are you gonna say, bro?
Let me get back out of here so you can see. All right.
Yeah, also, matter of fact, bro, yo, honestly, I don't even want y'all niggas in here advocating violence in the chat, bro. Get these niggas out of here, man. Honestly, bro. Get these niggas that are advocating for violence. I'm gonna ban y'all niggas, bro. I don't even want y'all in here, bro. Dudes like you get me fucking banned and shit like that. Fuck you niggas, man. Yo, mods, ban all the dudes advocating for violence, bro. I don't even want these niggas in here.
They
Get
can
them
hear
the
you?
fuck up out of here, bro.
Everyone can hear you, right? Everyone can hear Myron, right?
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine
it's
now.
good now. It's good now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, they're working now.
Yeah, these niggas in here advocating for that shit. You were gonna say something, bro? Because we gotta close the stream out soon.
Yeah, nah. I was just gonna say someone had an idea. They said, "What do you think about removing all the missiles from the Middle East?"
What, nuclear missiles?
Yeah, all nuclear missiles.
The only people that have them are Israel. It's literally only Israel, bro.
There's your answer.
So yeah, we got to take their nukes away. Yeah, all these niggas in here that are fucking advocating for violence. Yeah, there's some dumbass nigga said that's free speech. No, my friend. Once you get into, you know, advocating for violence, that's not free speech no more. That's actually illegal. You stupid fuck. Niggas are retarded, bro.
They are retarded.
Some niggas in here are stupid, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, mods, ban anyone that's like fucking over here like advocating for violence. I don't even want y'all niggas watching my shit, bro. Honestly, get the fuck out of here. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, advocating for violence is stupid.
Yeah,
as
get the fuck off my shit,
so
bro.
Stupid.
The fuck off my shit. I don't even want y'all niggas in here that are advocating for violence, bro. Yeah, mods. Anybody that's in here advocating for violence, like you guys are behaving like the watermelon warriors that we make fun of actually all the time. Now that I think about it, you niggas want to sit here talking about L blacks. Oh, they always do violence in rap music videos, and I'm like, yo, you know what? It's not fucking good, to fucking kill innocent people just because they're from Israel. Oh, fuck y'all niggas, man. You guys want to sit there and cry about black people being violent, then you dumbass niggas are the same ones advocating for violence, bro. I am anti-violence all the way, man. We use our brains. Okay? Self-defense is one thing. Yeah, this bitch ass nigga, yep, you're getting banned.
These niggas are weird, bro.
Yeah,
We
bro.
got a lot of weird, like.
Yeah, these niggas that
trying
are
to
talking about
infiltrate.
violence, bro. Like, nah, man.
Yeah, these niggas, like, why would you advocate for violence? What does that do?
Stupid, bro.
It doesn't do shit.
Stupid, man. Niggas are retarded. Anyway, let's see here. What time is it? Yeah, I gotta get going.
Yes, you do.
All right. So, guys, basically, long story short, guys, no violence. We're going to change people's minds with our influence, with our brains, not being idiots. We're going to beat them with our ideas, not our fists. And guys, we got the truth on our side. We don't need violence. You got the truth on your side, damn it.
Yeah.
Bro, you got it. And I'm telling you, they're already running with it. What's the ADL doing? Oh, Hassan Piker's behind us. What's Netanyahu doing? Oh, anti-Semitism. They're going to use more bills. They're going to use more laws. They're going to legislate criticizing Israel. They're going to try to make it illegal because of retards like this. All right?
They're going to try to fight the truth with lies.
And the fact is, one of the guys that was killed, rest in peace to him, he's not even Jewish, man. He's a Christian. He's a Christian. One of the guys that was killed. But what are they saying? Oh, violence against Jews. So anyway, guys, look, man. Rest in peace to those people that got shot and killed. This Elias guy's a fucking retard. We can oppose Israel without hurting innocent people. Okay? We're not gonna practice the same violence that they actually practice. We're not gonna do that. We're better than that. So anyway, fuck the ADL, fuck Jonathan Greenblatt. Love you guys. Let's beat them with our ideas, not with weapons. I'll catch you guys back in Miami. Chad, you have anything you want to say to people?
No, not really, man. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for letting me help out and stuff. It's been a lot of fun.
Cool.
A lot of fun. And for the people, I just changed it to, because I was getting a lot of messages. I just put Chad Talks Facts on YouTube and on Instagram, just because I was getting such an influx from dealing with Myron and like the conversation we had and learning about psychology and how to get into Ivy League schools. So just Chad Talks Facts, and I'll try to answer you guys. And thank you, Myron, for hooking me up.
Yeah, no worries, man. And yo, all the people in here that are advocating for violence, ban them. I don't even want y'all niggas in chat, honestly. I don't even want you guys in here.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Yeah, fuck y'all niggas, man. You guys advocate for violence? Fuck you guys. Go somewhere else with that shit. Anyway, love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I think we're gonna run a subathon. And yeah, W Airport stream, bro.
Safe
Airport
Miami
stream.
flight. Safe Miami flight.
Yeah, let me see if I didn't miss anything. Oh, you telling me Diddy defense is gonna rest after the prosecution presents all their witnesses and evidence? The defense will rest. How the hell will the trip go? This trip go into July? Also, if so, Diddy is cooked. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I don't think it's gonna go to July. They ran through these witnesses, bro. Crow, hey Myron, Myron, I took a loan out from a credit union for $5K to get my dad out of jail because he said he'd pay it back. He never did, and the loan went to collections but never showed my credit report. And this was last year. Any explanation? You're probably gonna. I don't know. Your credit score might be. It didn't show up on your credit score. You might have got lucky, man. Sim, did you see what happened between the South African president Trump about the killing of the white farmers? Yeah, I did see that. Shit was crazy, bro. That he called them out like that. It was kind of funny, actually. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, man. I'll see you guys.
You think they sent the beaner to just go ahead and make the laws pass? Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, OSS does not negotiate with terrorists. Get these violent niggas out of here, bro. Anybody that's calling for the killing of anybody, I don't want them in my chat. Get them out of here, mods. Love you guys. Peace.